So, like, what would you say would be like a suggestion and a first step into having our culture pay attention more to those particular details?
I mean, you know what it is for me? It's like starting to become comfortable being uncomfortable.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it's easy within our culture to be comfortable and find ways to stay comfortable in our culture. Sometimes we got to step outside of that. And then when it comes to like all these other people, personally, yo, real talk, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I am not going to lie. I'm going to say some like basic ass shit. I read, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Tell them about your newspaper habit, man.
My newspaper habit is disgusting. You don't even want to know. My wife is going to divorce me if I don't get rid of these damn newspapers soon.
Right.
But
and he much rather be naked with his book.
With his books.
than clothes.
You mean to tell me you get rid of these newspapers? What?
Nah.
What?
You gonna wear the newspapers. You gonna wear them.
Did you see the article?
yeah. Yo, that's what I'm trying. Yo, my man.
What up? Yep, that's more than 3 times. Yeah, last week was really fun. Really fun. This week, it's still going to be fun, but we're going to be talking about some serious things as well. So I really want to just preface that before we just jump in here. If you are now tuning in, it's going to be some serious conversation. A lot of interesting things has happened this week. And so we want to make sure that we talk about all of that. So without any further ado, let me welcome in my brothers. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? Make sure you unmute yourself because I can't unmute you.
What up?
What up, man?
What's happening?
What up, though?
It's the first time.
What's good? I'm glad you.
And my mic worked.
Huh?
Without me having to turn on my mic again. So I feel good.
That's what's up. Same here, man. And D, you actually said it 5 times this time, so thank you for switching it up.
Yeah, you know, you want to do something a little different every now and then.
There you go.
It's still.
What'd you say? Uh-oh. My mic ain't working.
My mic sounds nice. Check one.
That's how y'all did me? That's how you gonna do me?
No, you started talking and then you stopped talking.
Oh, you didn't mute me? I thought you muted me to set me up.
No. No one muted you, man. No one muted you.
Low. Cherie wants more of me.
Oh, okay.
Of course, the singer. Make sure the singer voice sounds amazing.
My mic
and of course,
check 2.
Well, first of all, let's give a shout out to Cherie for being the first one.
Cherie was the first
on time, unlike us, but it's okay.
Right. Always on time.
Yes, here.
And then it's an official podcast because, of course, we have
Yo,
in the building.
Kadre, what's up, Kadre?
So,
Kadre in Houston, right? Kadre in Houston, right?
Yeah. And my bad, Bel-Ami. I'm sort of like I've taken over your role.
No, I'm trying to get my mic right, so that's good. We filling each other's gaps. How's that?
Nice.
Does that sound good?
2. My mic sounds nice. Check 3.
You still going in and out though.
Yeah,
I am.
Just a little bit.
Oh, come on.
That was good. Maybe you just gotta be close enough.
Yeah,
maybe. Maybe I gotta be all up in my mic like that.
There you go.
That was weird. I don't like how it looked.
All right, y'all. Let's jump into it, shall we? Let's start as usual with the question of the day. How are you defining freedom today?
Am I first?
Yeah, you are.
Man, I'm defining freedom by getting into a routine. And since I've been here in Houston, yes, I'm in Houston for y'all who didn't know. I've been working out with my moms, man. We went walking and it was just good, man. She felt good out there moving around, dancing. You know what I'm saying? I got my workout in too. And so it was just good, man. We're getting into a flow. So,
nice. Where y'all doing it? At Tom Bass Park?
Tom Bass, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that park that you did, I'm going to tell you my story when I was in Houston. So you know where Erica lives, right?
Yeah.
So I ran from her house to the park. I ran around that 1 mile circle.
Yeah.
And ran back. That's how I got
together.
That's how I got into doing 8 miles. Yeah.
Wow.
God, dang.
That's good.
That's
No,
you gonna
that's
have
how
to,
I got into
you have no
it.
choice but to get back.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
Nice,
It's all about that get back.
Elbow Greasy, how you defining freedom?
Hey, man, I've been told I was a wild boy back in the day, and sometimes people still think you're a wild boy to this day. You know what I mean? And where I'm defining freedom is finding instances where I've grown from contextualizing that wildness and being acknowledging your age. And so I'm just trying to get deeper in terms of being reflective on ways I will conduct myself now and to have grown from that. So for me, it's about growth.
Nice.
Come on now.
I like that. When you first started, it sounded like them old country western songs. You know what I mean?
When he first started, it sounded like he was about to say something high again.
Hey man, I'm in the beautiful town of Oakland, so things are a little bit greener out in California. You feel me?
Hey,
Feel me? Feel me?
That's what's up. Yo, so let me share my moments. Not trying to go too, I want to talk about a lot. But I'll just say this. I'm defining my freedom today by being comfortable saying no, establishing my boundaries. You know, this is something that I all week I've been hit with people who, long story short, saying they have a problem saying no, and it's causing them like traumatic issues in their life, you know, relationship stuff, personal stuff. So on purpose this week, because all it was getting hit with me, I was like, as soon as I feel that unction in my gut to say no, I'm gonna make sure I say no. Wow. So that's it.
Nice.
Is that why you said no? Is that why you said no to me, man? Like I was
waiting for that to come up.
Can I get $5? No, hell no.
I don't care what for. No.
Cash out, baby. It's all good. I hit you back. No shit.
Hey man, can I? No. No. Can't even get it out. No.
You got to pre-know the no.
Yep, that's it. I'll be ready. No.
You get a no. You get a no.
That's a good. Yeah. Hold on, wait a minute. You get a no.
Ignorant.
And on that note, all right. Real quick, Kadre says he's defining freedom by being mobile. Nice. Moving around. It's always good to move around.
Vaccinated and mobile.
Come on now.
Yeah, what are you drinking, man?
Pickle juice, sangria, and gin.
Wow.
Bro, you lost me at pickle juice, man. Like, it's not the word you should say.
Wait, time out.
Sangria, gin, and pickle juice. Right now.
Wait, you gonna tell me when you finish the pickles in the jar, you just pour all that good juice out?
Here's the thing. We haven't had this pickle conversation, because I know I've had this with Derek and Erica. I don't really do pickles.
You don't seem to be a pickle brother. You don't seem to be. Yeah.
I don't do dill pickles. I like sweet pickles.
Ugh, you like those bread and butter pickles? That's nasty.
But then what does he do with the juice when he's done with the pickles?
I throw it out. I pour it down the sink. Or the toilet. It probably should go in the toilet. I'm doing my sink a disservice.
Hold on. What about these bougie pickles that come with like this garlic, rosemary?
Bro, it's nothing. Yeah. First of all, why pickles?
Oh, that means you like sweet relish too.
I do.
Oh man,
it's not relish if it's dill. Relish is not meant to be dill.
I guess I'm extra weird because I don't know anything other than sour.
Listen, pickles. If you eating a pickle, it's supposed to be sour. I get it, but that's why I don't like them. I don't eat pickles. And relish is supposed to be sweet. It's supposed to be sweet.
Bel-Ami, you like blue cheese?
No, I'm not. I don't have a taste for that.
You know,
I think that's because the cheese in general is not my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not to change topic.
It tastes good. No, it tastes good. I think blue cheese tastes good, but I've never been like, man, I just want some blue cheese. Or this sandwich is missing some blue cheese. You need some blue cheese with these nuggets or these chicken wings or something.
You got your wings. You got ranch with the wings?
Ranch.
I don't dip them in ranch.
I never understood that either.
Yes, no.
Yeah. No, I just eat wings.
Just
wings.
I
don't eat them anymore, but
it was just what I used to.
You eat the wings with the wings. That's what you eat them with.
Yeah. So
this food topic is really making me hungry.
yeah.
I'm
So
sorry,
so by the way,
It's the pickle
since we're
juice,
talking
man.
about food now, the way I'm defining freedom today.
Oh, yeah.
my bad.
He's like, since you want to know about everybody else but me.
I'm defining freedom by interrupting niggas.
Exactly. I have that freedom to do so.
Nah, I had a good one though. So I'm defining freedom by getting out of my head and getting out of my way. Like this week, I've literally been in my way, my own progress. Got a new editing machine. We're trying to get back into editing, dust the cobwebs off and stuff. And I just, stare at it and I'll do some stuff and then I stop and then I'll be in my head like, ooh, I don't think this is going to work. But it's like, what I realized is like, yo, you got to get out your head. You got to get out your way and just put it out. Like, who cares? Even if it isn't your best stuff.
Right.
Just put it out because, it'll get better. So yeah, man, getting out of my head because my head can really, tear me up and keep me just keep me static. So
that's deep, man. I'm sorry. Before we go, I want to say this because you said something that was like so prolific, man. And somebody was telling me earlier today that they seen my progress, and I just that stuck in my head for the rest of the day. They were just like, yo, I see your progress. And just with that same mindset, I just kept putting it out, even if it wasn't great. And I learned something new. Every time I learned something new, I put it out there, and like,
what just happened to Bel-Ami?
He just smashed his computer.
Nah, like he got jacked. Like, get on the motherfucking board, nigga. He's okay. He was like, no, stop. No. There's nothing in my pockets, man. Don't take that shit, nigga.
See, you should have just said no.
Right. Yeah, no.
You get nothing, my friend.
Is your boy all right?
Yeah, he can hear us. You good, man?
Yeah, man.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, apparently my setup just did not like me.
He's like, whoa.
I mean, it's never a dull moment here.
Nah,
never.
Nah, man.
All right, as you were saying, Ricky.
It was just the progress. Like people paying attention. People actually pay attention to you. So when you keep putting stuff out and they see like you're getting better every single time, they respect that more than the perfect product. So they just like, I see how good you've gotten over the years, and it's like, man, every time I learn something new, I just put it out there automatically, and that honestly helps build my confidence, but also builds content too. It's like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Cool, put it out there. I don't care if it's perfect or not. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Like that video that y'all saw at the intro at the beginning, like that has been working in the making since the beginning of the week. So
Are you serious?
And I just now was just like, you know what? Screw it. Let me just finish it and get it
took
done.
you all week to make that crap?
No.
Dang. See, now you ain't put nothing out for a whole other year all over again because of you.
You know what I hate when niggas try and give me
You know what I don't like about niggas, man.
No, but that's real though. Like that's important to get because look, if you're gonna have some bad content, let it be your early content.
Yeah.
And bro. Congrats, man. I can see when you had the video, I was like, oh crap, I can't listen.
The wires everywhere.
Stuff just start falling.
I'm just gonna hold the light right here.
Whole life
all night.
Oh man.
Hey, man, it's good to have
That's what happens when it's live, bro. When it's live. You know what I'm saying?
Color, man.
Your favorite content, your other favorite content creators are scared to do what we do. We take risks.
Yes. Speaking of, here's this would be a good one for you. So Cherie says that she's defining freedom by continuing to start again.
So perfect.
Much like your setup currently today.
Okay, I get it now. I didn't see the humor in it because I was in it. You know what I mean? Like I'm in it right now.
I was thinking to myself, like, what that meant. I wasn't thinking of a Bel-Ami. I was like, why they Oh, they foul.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
I'm on your team. I'm on team Bel-Ami, dog.
And listen. I just want to note this right here as well. Because Dre used to eat pickles. He loved them when he was a kid. He will likely still love them if he has some, because that's how you're supposed to eat.
So, do y'all do the pickles? Because I know y'all from the South. So, do y'all do the pickles with the peppermint stick in it?
What the hell is that?
That's disgusting, right? That sounds disgusting, doesn't it?
I know people who do it. That's all.
Look, it was either that or
see, look, Ricky does
or a blow pop. I mean, the blow pop.
Okay, yeah, a pickle and a blow pop.
Yeah, that was a thing too.
Now I ain't gonna tell you what that leads to.
That's
pickle, blow pop. Okay.
Listen, let's just guess what? It doesn't matter what it leads to because it's nasty.
Yeah.
And I'm be like, you are nasty. No.
Team Bel-Ami again.
Yeah, I want to say this too. So my ex-wife, her family, they're from the Valley, right? So like from like Robstown, Corpus Christi area. So they did pickle raspas, which are like pickle ices. So they would take ice like an icy and then flavor it with pickle juice.
Is everybody just disgusting?
That sounds like the only one. That sounds like frozen piss.
By the way, what up, Dez? What up?
Dez, what's good, brother? Oh my God.
So
can we get off pickle conversation?
Can we get off these pickles? That's what she said.
Oh, well.
Bree says St. Louis is big on gourmet pickles. Big pickles.
Blueberry pickle? That's pineapple? That's interesting.
Gotta be disgusting.
That sounds like herpes.
But you know what? It reminds me of that Bel-Ami is like when we did. Well, technically, you did this when you created the gourmet watermelon.
Watermelon is universally loved by coon and non-coon alike.
Oh my God! Did he just say non-coon?
Tell me about your flavors, though. Tell me your flavors.
Is it coon and non-coon adjacent too?
Yeah, listen.
and coon in transition.
Wait, transition in or transition out?
Either one.
Either way you go. You still eating watermelon.
Either one.
You're eating watermelon talking shit or eating melon talking shit.
Either one. But no. So that was actually really good. We had some gourmet watermelon.
Oh shit.
We had
watermelon.
Yeah, it'll change your life, bro. I'm telling you.
It was.
Yeah, like rosemary petals on it.
It was rosemary. Rosemary was one of them.
Rosemary?
I don't know. I thought it was like rosemary and
mint. Yeah,
mint. It was mint. One with mint. We had one with mint. We had another one with
jalapeno,
cinnamon. We had another one with jalapeno, and then we had regular.
Yeah, it was.
They were all Houston. Good. So Houston.
Yeah. So you cut the watermelon up, put it in a big Ziploc, and then you throw jalapenos in that joint. And we served them joints, and they were gone. Everything.
Wow.
The cinnamon is good. First of all, anyone who knows me knows cinnamon is my favorite spice. I put that shit on everything. And cinnamon on.
Wait. Hold on. What the fuck? You talking about cooning and serving niggas watermelon? Where the fuck are you? Where you be going? What are you talking about?
No, we had a kickback.
Hello.
Can you imagine how that conversation went? Well, goddamn, your watermelon show is good, boy. Get your nigger ass out of here.
Listen.
Did you put jalapeno in this one?
What the hell is it? You mean tell me this is rosemary? Oh, goddamn.
Yo, Ricky.
Let's serve these niggas. Who you serving watermelon to, dog? I thought you ordered this shit.
No, we
serving watermelon to niggas.
Listen, bro, this is a creation of mine.
This sounds like some coon transition, bro. I don't know, man.
You know what?
I don't know where this is going,
bro. I'm gonna bring it. Listen, when I see you,
you're gonna serve me some watermelon. Here you go.
And you know what? You're gonna look around to find you the nearest poach and rocking chair.
Yeah.
My wife said, "Don't hate on that melon." All right.
Oh man.
She knew
Okay.
she was there. She
Yep.
was there.
Also, what up, Clarissa? What up? What up? What up?
Good. What's good?
And what up, Mr. Caples?
Yo,
Down
He's in the building.
you know what? That could be a savior watermelon. You know what I mean? Invite a bunch of rednecks to get everybody together, and all of a sudden you get some good watermelon,
bro.
And
yeah.
They take a bite, and all of a sudden it's like, you know what? I ain't racist no more. Come here,
But check
boy.
us out. Guess what else we had at this little kickback?
Chicken.
Yeah. Chicken and watermelon.
It was.
It was chicken and I mean, I don't know if we had red Kool-Aid, but we should have.
We couldn't bring drinks. They had to make some money.
That's right. That's right.
What's a kickback? What is that? What are you talking about?
It was a kickback. I mean,
what is a kickback?
I mean, it's a Southern thing. I had to learn the same thing too, Lever. So
it's a party. It's a party.
It's a kickback. Like you kick back and relax.
We had a DJ, and we had watermelon and chicken.
And Kool-Aid.
You know what's funny? I'll never forget me and Erica. I think we were in Austin, and we went and they had these bomb grilled wings, and they served it with a side of watermelon. And then I got it and ordered it, and it was really good. But then I thought about it, and I was like,
and your colored heart smile.
This is some real black stuff right here.
See, I told you right here, Chelsea. This was our chicken fryer right here.
Wow.
That's right.
You better go, Chelsea. And last name Swanson on that chicken.
Listen, that's my sister-in-law.
That's what's up. Listen, question: did I tell y'all about my time in Italy? Watermelon. We had this conversation.
I thought you about to talk about raw chicken.
No.
In Italy?
Watermelon in Italy. I thought we talked about this before.
There's a place called Watermelon in Italy.
All right, listen. Now we're at the bar, had a great time in Rome.
Got you.
Oh, we're on a honeymoon, and then we met this dude, and he's like, "I got a restaurant. Y'all should come visit. Here's the address." And we went in this restaurant, middle of nowhere, in the outskirts of Rome, and we were having great dinner. And the table across had a nice dinner. They brought a dessert. We're in Italy. Watermelon. That was the main dessert, and they were killing it. And I was like, I'll be goddamn if they serve me some motherfucking watermelon. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no black folk around there serve us some watermelon, but it was crazy. It's like, if they're enjoying the fruits, why can't I? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get out your head, man.
Yes. Yeah. So I got out of my own way, and I got back to Harlem, and I got watermelon damn near every opportunity.
Well, what you missed is the opportunity to eat some watermelon in Italy. I would smash that watermelon, bro.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'd have stuck my hand in there to scoop it out. Listen, I have no reservations.
Straight up.
But there's few fruits that I enjoy like a watermelon.
Damn. Yeah, you right.
This is how you know we didn't talk this week, because we 30 minutes in. We ain't even did.
We 30 minutes in? Damn.
Yeah, we ain't did nothing. We ain't
rules. We're supposed to be, and it's supposed to be a heavy show. We over here laughing.
It was supposed to be a heavy show.
Eating in watermelon and bringing folks together. I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right, what are the rules?
What are the rules?
The rules the same as every week. Listen, I think we got regulars in here today. But if you're watching this for the first time, we just have one simple rule here, and I didn't pull up my banners the right way. That simple rule is think and speak freely. That's it. Look, this show is about conversation, and we know the only thing that stands in between understanding oftentimes is conversation. So we're here to learn from each other. We're here to learn from you. And we're going to speak freely. If you find yourself at any point agreeing or disagreeing with something that we've said, listen, feel free to pop it in the chat. We always gonna look at the chats because we like your exes. We stay in your DMs. And if you don't want to put it in the chat, if you just feel like led, I just really have to say this to them face to face, well, check it. We got this VIP section that you can pop into using the link that just popped up in your chat. That'll bring you backstage and you can talk to us face to face.
Yeah. So real quick before we jump into a different subject, Kadre said I was actually going to bring this up. So Kadre was like, the studio in Palmer, Texas, and Dr. V has special places in my heart. Why? They serve yellow watermelon, and so I haven't had yellow watermelon before, but my kids watch Blippi, and Blippi talks about yellow watermelon.
It was at the Kickback, bro. That's the
Yeah,
one.
yellow watermelon.
That's the one that has cinnament. Because aesthetically, the cinnamon pops more off the yellow than it does the red. But
well, then maybe I have had yellow watermelon. So yeah.
Is it yellow or orange?
It's yellow. It's funny. I'm like, how is Ricky chatting? I guess I'm like looking at Ricky's chat. I'm like,
I just want to hop in the chat.
Like,
Right quick.
boom, Ricky's in the chat, y'all.
What are melons? Get it? Watermelons.
Bro, Ricky, did you have all this dad joke arsenal before you became a dad, or
pretty
not?
much? It's. I think I was born that way. I came out just joking and corniness. So yeah. My birthday is April Fool's Day. You know what I mean? So
Lord,
yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
So
I
speaking of melanated people, we had what I just did there. Now, on a heartfelt note, we had another hip legend in hip hop pass away today, Black Rob. So definitely rest in power for him. Any thoughts for y'all?
Whoa,
about Black Rob?
Literally, whoa.
That's it.
Whoa.
Nah, for me,
I think Elbow agrees. You probably have more to say. But for the casual fan, you know what I'm saying, who didn't dive deeper into his work, and I'm going to, just like everybody does at this point, even though I staunchly disagree with that. But I just need to understand it more. You know what I mean? And beyond whoa, I didn't go deeper. If you're not familiar, down here we had a song, and it was like up there, on the East Coast they talking about that whoa, but down here we talk about that man. Yeah. And so that became our thing. It was kind of like East Coast got whoa, down South we got man. And so I guess maybe you know what, there it is. Maybe there is his legacy. Something for us to hold on to. Based on our experience, that would not have been had not for his creation of that song. And so that's the only way that I knew Black Rob.
Yeah, I think same here, man. I try not to talk about things I haven't really experienced, or people. And like you said, I'm going to do the same thing. Probably go back to listen to some of the songs I never listened to before, but I don't want to be that guy. Be like, man, Black Rob was this guy. I'm like, I don't. Yeah. I just want to say I've mad respect for him, his career. Now all this stuff starts coming out, then you're like, dang, I didn't know. And it's like, yeah, you didn't know it before, so I'm not gonna act like but that's my 2 cents on it.
So for me, Black Rob was a part of, I was a bad boy for life person, right? So P Diddy all the way to the day I die. I and so and so for me, I had the Black Rob album, and the biggest thing though, I think, is that at that time I was in college, and I was a Sigma, so I was stepping, and that song pretty much was how we came out to almost anything and everything, because it just brought power, and it was just it was just phenomenal. So but then I also know that he was also a really dope lyricist in freestyling, and battle rapping. And so so there's that aspect to him too. And so, but yeah, so that's I mean, Black Rob for me was just pretty much college, but beyond that, I'm definitely y'all, I'm definitely gonna look more into it, but that was an anthem for me in college as well. So
the DJ.
Yeah, nah, man, unfortunately, similar to DMX, when I moved out here, the Black Rob LP I had, I gave it away. And I think Black Rob would be one of the first MCs that I knew of before he was an MC, and then after he was an MC. So my main man, Banga Dowdu, grew up in the Bronx, and he always say like, yo, Black Rob would be that dude in my building shooting dice, you know what I'm saying, doing other nefarious things and robbing people in front of the building, right? And so he was like, when Woke came out, he was like, that's that dude from my building, right? And then what was ill is that, we have a place off 138th and 5th. I would see Black Rob between 138 and 135th on 5th. And he wasn't looking, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, damn. And so one time I said, peace, legend, you know what I'm saying? Give him his flowers, give him his credit. But it wasn't something I would say, yo, I would stop and dap and pound up. He didn't look like he was doing good, you know what I mean? And it was one of those things that when I saw that he was not doing too good on Instagram, it was like, oh man, seems like things are catching up at 51.
Yeah.
That's early.
Yeah.
Right. But is that early for us? You know what I'm saying? It seems to me that people are willing to accept that 51. That's early at 51 and not crediting that he's had a really tough life. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're right, Black men should not be like, oh nigga, 51, I might be out. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, I find it interesting too how I wonder how, I don't know, maybe it was just your natural inclination, but how do you discern whether or not you dap up and show that love? Because if he's not looking good, he might need it.
You're right. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. This ain't COVID either. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like in New York, I'm learning to give. When I was living in New York, I had learned to give people their space. I've met celebrities before, and I was like, yo, let me get them a drink, or let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like you're everything to me, and like speak to people. In my neighborhood, it was kind of like, okay, you see him, that's who he is, but you just kind of keep it moving because you don't know which direction he's moving in.
That's true.
It didn't seem to be one of those things where it was like, bro, let me get $5. Easily, I got you. It wasn't like that. It was like, he's around, but just around, which is
that is a very New York thing though, because nobody cares about celebrities there. Like
you're able to be yourself almost.
If you follow what is it, Subway Creatures, right? And there's always celebrities there, and they're off in the cut. Nobody cares, and I'm sure people recognize them, but nobody cares. So maybe that's a New York thing too, because I'm sure if any other part of the world, they would get that response. Oh my God, whoa, you're so and so.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. I remember seeing and Erica can probably attest to this too. We saw Cuba Gooding Jr. at this restaurant.
Did he have a box of chicken on his head?
No, he didn't have no box of chicken. But he goes to this one. I don't even know where we were because her brother and sister, her brother and then his girlfriend, they came and they found this restaurant, and so we went to it. And so but he frequents that restaurant all the time, and I think he does because no one. He can go there and be himself, and no one's like, "Oh my God, it's Cuba Gooding Jr." So, so that was pretty cool. He was at the bar.
Is it Cuba or Cuba?
Cuba.
I heard it was Cuba.
Gooding Jr.
I think he got mad at somebody one day and said, "It's actually Cuba." I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, sorry, bro.
Hey. Y'all don't I met Cuba Gooding Sr. in Harlem. He's lead singer of The Main Ingredient. You know what I'm saying? And I met him in Harlem, and he was at the bar. And this bar, last time it was open, this girl got shot in the bar, and she died. And they reopened it, and then the woman at the bar was like, "That's my sister. I was here." I was like, "This is terrible. Why are we having this conversation?" And then it was Cuba Gooding Jr. sitting next to me, and I was trying to holler at the bartender. The bartender was like, "I'm trying to talk to Cuba, nigga. Like, could you stop talking to me?" And I was like, "Who the fuck is Cuba?" My man was like, Cuba Gooding Sr. You don't know about Cuba Gooding Sr.? All I knew was Boys in the Hood. So now it's like, oh, I have a different kind of respect for Cuba Gooding Jr., knowing who his daddy was. You know what I'm saying? And at that age, gangsta, this is PJs. Y'all ever been up to PJs in Harlem back in the day?
Mm-mm.
Man, that's grand opening, grand closing.
But Ricky, like PJs, pajamas.
I'm like pajamas. That's the first thing to my head is like pajamas. Okay.
Nah, PJs, man.
That's in New York.
Anyway, I'm sorry, man. I just
It's all good.
That's funny.
Senior, nigga.
But I think it's funny though how in New York, I guess sometimes somewhere in California too, you see celebrities so much it's not like a big deal, But I hear somebody be like, "Oh," matter of fact, Lil Bow Wow came into town, people tripping out and going crazy
during COVID.
Yeah,
But do y'all have celebrities like to you they're a celebrity, but to the common person they're not a celebrity, and then when you see them like you black out?
I had the opposite. Like I know people who are celebrities, and then to me they're just cool, but to the common person they black out.
Mm.
Oh, y'all too
like Bel-Ami.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
Black out around me. I need to get that on camera. On my YouTube channel.
No, but I do remember though, like when you were on tour, when we did that Chitlin Circuit tour. And then like we would be out in the club and people were like, I think that's the dude that song.
I do. You know who I get? I get DeAndre Hopkins. I got that the other day. We was at some bar out here in Houston, and that was too unmasked for me to stay there longer than I did. But this dude kept walking by. I'm sitting there with two of my friends, and so this dude like walks. I'm like sitting by the door. This dude walks, and he kind of looks at me and he's like, "What's up?" And I was like. So I look, you know,
you looking directly at your ass.
He comes around to the other side. There's another door like behind me. I can't see it. And my homegirl, she's like, that dude keeps staring at me.
He got them goods.
Like, getting me to slide over closer. And she was like, no, it's weird. You just keep staring at me. And so then he came up and hollered at my boy Jeff. And Jeff just bust out laughing, right? And then he was like, I'm like, what's up? What's up? He said, this dude thought you was DeAndre Hopkins. I'm like, bro, I'm 5'7" on a good day. DeAndre is like 6'5". Come on. And guess what? He would not be in here. Kobe ass people with no mask.
Wait. The bar, like, because out here, restaurants are open. People don't sit at. You're not allowed to sit at bars. People can sit at the bar.
Hold on, I'm about to show you
Houston, Texas, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to show you a picture that somebody just sent me. I gotta pull it up of the concert that happened. That had like, when a concert, it was like a club, and it had like 2,000 people there.
Yeah,
packed.
Now,
I was like. And wait, and I said, so it was one of my former students. Like, you were there, and they're like, yeah. I was like, I hope you was vaccinated. She's like, yeah, I'm vaccinated. I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, man, it was like 2,000 people, like this.
No.
Yeah, listen, bro. This state is redder than any blood you've ever. They don't care about masks.
They do not care, bro. Trust me. I got a gig. I had a gig. I got a gig coming up this next week. And I was asking, is there a mask mandate and so on and so forth? And it was like, funny. So we were talking about white people. He was like, nah, bro, we don't care about that over here. I'm like, ooh, okay. Now I know. I should be prepared. It's a corporate party. And it's supposed to be over 200 people there. So Texas people don't care, bro.
Yeah, man.
So come to Texas, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna be masked up. I'm down. I'm vaccinated, but still, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Yo, before we move on to the next topic, let me just remind you, listen, wherever you are, whatever platform you're watching this on, just take a second, hit that like button down below. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. That subscribe button, that little bell notification icon so you can be notified whenever we go live. Right now, we're here each and every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, but we're also looking for a new night. We need a new night. So if you could, drop it in the chat right now. What other night would you like to see us? And if there is another night, just give us, any night of the week. Just pick one and we'll figure it out from there. But we're looking for a night to move from Saturdays because, as you know, myself and my brother Ricky Getwood Jr., listen, we're musicians and we don't just have to tell you that, but we actually have gigs. So lots of them are on weekends, especially since we're coming out of COVID, stuff's picking back up. We're looking for another night, but we want to still be able to provide you all with some quality content where we're all here. So
yes. And speaking of nights that move, I'm good with these transitions, y'all. So speaking of nights that move, we've been trying to actually talk about this for like the last couple of weeks, and I think before we get into some heavy stuff, we can get into a little light stuff. And I just want to preface this with what you're about to see is semi-graphic. It's not super graphic, but if your kids are watching right now, cover your eyes. But anyway, let's we'll break into the video. Feel free, gents, to unmute yourself if you want to commentate as we watch. For those who don't know, that's Paul Pierce. By the way, this is his son's birthday party.
Come on, man. That's on you, bro. What would you do? What you do? What's the fault?
Monica, you should be here. You can make some money, girl. Stop playing. Monica, what you doing?
You guys throw some fucking chips, man.
If you in LA, come through.
Look down.
If you in LA, Monica, come through. You know what I'm saying?
Where's she at?
Down there.
Saying fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars can't even throw a fucking chip.
Wait up. I can't.
All right, we'll stop it there. It goes on for 16 minutes, though.
How old is his son?
you really got fired for that, bro?
Yeah, he got fired. I mean, trust me, we're going to go into it because I have all kind of thoughts. But yeah, I think his son was like 2-3 years old. I don't know.
Oh no, I didn't know that part. Okay.
I mean, I can look it up. I get the official. How old is Paul Pierce's son?
Wow.
Answer.
Hold on, time out. This was for a 3-year-old?
I'm about to find out. Hold on.
That changes everything. He shouldn't have a job though.
Okay, so Paul Pierce has 3 children, and
that can't be a 3-year-old's part.
Hold on, I'm about to tell you the ages.
You never been to a hood? You never really seen a hood 1-year-old, 2-year-old birthday party?
Not
10,
that, bro.
It's 10, 5, and 2.
Oh wow!
But I don't know. I don't know which one,
bro.
Is for.
5 and 2.
Bro, okay, there.
I have seen a party for a 1-year-old. The dude was in front of the club with an iced out pacifier. He had a red carpet and he had a velvet rope. I'm just saying, this is at a club at Harlem Nights.
Now,
hold on, can we watch this one more time?
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
I wish I could like get to different parts because like I think I know why he got fired, but
okay.
I can't. Like,
I'm about to play it.
Go ahead.
Let me get a neck massage. You know what I'm
saying? He is messed up though. He lit.
What you do? What's the fault?
Monica, you should be here. You can make some money, girl. Stop playing.
Where are you at, Monica?
You guys throw some fucking chips, man.
If you in LA, come through.
Look down.
If you in LA, Monica, come through. You know what I'm saying?
Where's she at?
Down there.
Saying
fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars can't even throw a fucking chip.
Wait up. I can't see.
Wow. Okay, that's enough. Listen, this clearly can't. So, okay. Here's the question. Here's the better question.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yes, Reese, listen. Yes, Reese, it doesn't matter which child.
It doesn't matter.
That's inappropriate for all of his kids.
Yeah.
But does that mean they have the right to fire him? Clearly, they have the right to fire him.
Yeah.
But does that mean he deserved to be fired?
Go ahead, Elbow
ahead.
Breezy.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it's Disney. It's Disney. I do get it.
Oh,
So
don't
I'm
put
add-
Disney in it because
No,
Disney has done some
hold
horrible things.
Hold on. We're talking 2021. I'm going to add to it. They mentioned one of his colleagues in the thread. It's a white woman by the name of Rachel Nichols,
Okay.
who's also a commentator with Paul Pierce for the NBA.
Mhm.
She has a show called The Jump. And someone said some Rachel Nichols. So what you're doing is you're now associating one of your esteemed colleagues who's a woman that's already having issues be able to move up in a male-dominated sport, and you're associating her with one of the strippers. Like that's an
really?
added part. Yeah, and on Twitter, everyone was like, Rachel Nichols, yo, what you got to say to this? Rachel Nichols, did you hear about that? And so when the video came out, I'm just going to throw a little extra salt on it because I think people will also feel some type of way about someone apart from just reminding him saying, aren't you married? Like, yo, what are you doing? To someone saying, yo, what's up with Rachel Nichols, son? Like, he didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
was he supposed to say something?
I'm not saying he's supposed to, but when you're out there doing things like that as a public figure, and then people are then throwing women who work with you, and now they're associating you with this lifestyle that you're exhibiting, I think that's when it becomes problematic. And you don't say anything. You don't say, yo, respect my queen Rachel. That's the homie. Don't disrespect her like that. I don't know why you're calling her out like that. That's not like, you know what I mean? It was just odd. It was odd, man.
But that doesn't mean like you get fired. I mean, it's not like
I don't think
you got
he-
fired for like I don't know, the association or fired for not being smart. It doesn't.
Yeah, I think my thing is, was it the greatest idea to go live at your child's birthday party?
Absolutely
and
not,
you playing
no.
poker and having strippers? Nah, that wasn't the greatest idea. However, I've seen worse, and I've seen worse from Disney characters. I mean, well, Disney, they're not characters; they're human beings. But
What are you talking about? You just throwing it out there. Like, what are you talking about? It was worse.
What is that one girl? She gosh, what is her name? Oh, there's several. There's Justin, there's Brittany, there's
Justin pulled a whole titty out. He did.
What is that other girl though?
But they weren't members
He
of
was an
Disney.
employee at the time. Yeah.
How was Justin employed?
Miley,
Disney?
Miley, that's
Miley
the
Cyrus.
one.
But she had left Disney by then.
That's what I'm saying. They weren't with Disney.
So they couldn't do anything. So that I just don't. And what you said adds a whole another bit of context to it, and it makes sense how now it's a work issue. I don't know if it's a work fireable offense, but I don't know. It's just strange to me. I don't think they should be determining whether or not he's a good father and firing him on that basis. The only thing I could think of is maybe it's an illegal poker game. You know what I'm saying? So something illegal is happening here, but
yeah. Outside of that, it doesn't make it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough information, but to fire somebody because it doesn't look good and it's not commendable amongst celebrities, it's like that doesn't make sense to me. So what did BJ say? He said he planned it. in my mind that he's always out for attention. So like, did he plan his firing?
Yeah, I mean, he's launching a new website and he's
Mm-hmm.
trying to show people. He said, we got a gang of content. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you what this life is like post NBA. So it's almost as if, with all due respect, God forbid, what Jordan poker games are like. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how he gets down. But Jordan doesn't portray that image.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan would do it behind closed doors. And so, you know, with all due respect, Paul, like, you know, you were intending to do this because you were invested in showing yourself and showing a lifestyle that you thought people wanted to see post NBA. And with social media, you can create your own image. He wasn't being mindful of the precedent. And I'm sure there are things that you sign, disclosures, you know, to show that you are not going to, you know, like with ethical closures and things of that nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but let me. Yeah,
He said something really cool. Pierce is a legendary basketball player. He's not a role model. Get it?
Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing I was about to bring up, because this is my thing, right? Like, we always, especially when it comes to athletes of color, we always then put them on a pedestal and say, like, well, you have to be this way, or you have to act this way, and you have to be a role model. And it's like, no, like I'm pretty sure, you know, like, he was being him, and honestly, I respect him for being his truest self. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, he was enjoying himself. He, you know, was with his boys and doing whatever it is that they do. And it's like, you know, and I get it. My thing is, you always, anything can be a fireable, you know, offense.
Yeah.
And I get that. So like, that's cool. If you got fired, you got fired. I don't think he's hurting for money. He might, but you know, it is what it is.
So why did he take the job to be an analyst for ESPN after? Because most legends don't do that. Most celebrity ball players don't do that. Why would he choose to do that and choose to portray, yo, I'm chilling with these strippers? Why would he choose to do? Why does he do?
Why did Marv Albert do it?
No, but really, no.
Marv Albert got caught. Marv Albert didn't intentionally record himself and go turn himself into the police. Marv Albert.
Hold on. How many questions we asking here? We're asking multiple questions, because you said, why did he take the job? And
right. Why would you take a job like that knowing that you could be up for scrutiny and you got millions of dollars in the bank?
Well, here's the thing with Paul Pierce, and this is, I think, is indicative of like how this whole is representative of this whole reason or way he got fired. Lots of legends take these positions afterwards. You got to think, you're in the limelight for your whole life. Everybody's riding you, and then all of a sudden no one cares anymore. And I mean, you got to think, because until you get to the NBA, you're the best player on your team everywhere you go. And then you get there, and then if you're like him and you're still the best player on your team, you're a legend. And he's a champion. He'll undoubtedly be a Hall of Famer. But his thing is, he thinks he's better than he is. And he always has. And if you watch him and follow him on ESPN, a lot of the conversations, he's like, yeah, I'm top 5, such and such. No, bro, you're not. And I think maybe he even had an inflated sense of self here, thinking that, oh, I can get away with this. Yeah. Like, Shaq could come back from that.
Right.
TNT's not going to get rid of him for that same video.
Not at all.
Charles Barkley, same way. So like, but they're legends in their own right, a tier above him. But I think he sees himself on the same plane as them, and he just doesn't get as much leeway as others get.
So BJ said he's like, because in his final tour nobody respected him like they did Kobe, LOL, and then being an analyst was a better way to speak on who he's better than.
You remember he tried to say he was better than Dwayne Wade.
Wow.
And it was like, I think it was Richard Jefferson or Matt Barnes or somebody who was on the show with him was like, nah, no, you're not. You're not better than Dwayne Wade.
And he hates on LeBron every opportunity that he gets. You know what I mean?
Speaking of LeBron, have y'all saw that trailer for
Space
I
Jam.
Space Jam?
I don't do trailers, so nah.
You don't do trailers? Who says that?
Lever.
All y'all do trailers?
Bougie lever.
I don't know why it matters.
Because nowadays they're trying to sell the movie.
You got other things to watch when you eat your bougie pickles, huh?
No, I'm saying because fewer people go to movie theaters. They have to do more to sell the movie, so they have to show you all of the best parts. So nowadays, you don't get like the enticement, the amuse bouche, right? Instead, you just get like, I'm gonna show you everything. I'm gonna show you the ass, I'm showing you it all, right? And it's like there's no lingerie at all anymore. You know what I mean?
You want to be teased by the teaser.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Just put everything out there.
Of Space Jam. What you looking for, bro?
Anything. Because when I'm watching the movie now, I'm like, oh, I know this scene's gonna come out. You know?
Okay.
All right, so I mean, the reason why I said is like I really feel like I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, and so you brought this up. I mean, I'm just gonna say this, right? This is all I'm gonna say. Like, this man wants to beat Michael Jordan so bad, it's ridiculous. Like, even the name of the film, it's called Space Jam 2: A New Legacy.
I knew it.
Well, I'm confused.
He did that. I think
he did. I think he had a little hand in that.
So what's the problem with that? What's wrong with that? If you can't,
I don't
have a problem.
Wait. I missed it. What'd you say?
I don't have any problems with it.
No, not you, Bel-Ami. I was talking to the two below us.
The two, right? You see how they treat us, right? You see how they treat us. Yeah. I'm cover my yawns, man. I be on one when I get on this show, man. Yes, in the early evenings. You know what I'm saying? Early.
Death says nostalgia requires him to be front row of the movie.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You know what's crazy though? I didn't even see the first Space Jam.
No.
So,
Really?
But you know the soundtrack.
The soundtrack was shit, bruh.
Hey man,
R. Kelly.
And then Michael Jackson.
Wasn't that I Believe I Can Fly?
What song was that?
Space Jam.
Yeah,
that was on there. What
I
song
think,
Michael did on there?
Basketball Jones.
DJ started talking about the video.
Y'all don't remember Basketball Jones by Chris Rock?
Yes.
That was my shit.
That was dope. Yeah.
You said by Chris Rock?
Yeah. Chris Rock was on the sound. That soundtrack was the shit. I had the CD. That's all I knew about the movie was the soundtrack.
I'm looking at the soundtrack now. Go ahead.
Me personally, man, like it was a waste of 30 minutes of my time. Like I feel like, he is a legend. He's straight out of my shout out to my boy Joe Owens, because when Paul Pierce got into the league, like I met him at a club and he was the annoying dude beatboxing and creating his own cipher where we're just trying to have a conversation. And he was like, "Oh, sorry, that's my man Paul." So like to me, he's still that annoying dude, when he pretended his knee was hurt and he needed to be carried out.
Did you hear the story about that?
Mm-mm.
Did I hear the story about that?
Yeah, Paul Pierce told the story about what that was about.
Didn't he shit on himself or some shit? Like
he had to shit. He had to take
it. Yeah, come on, man. I ain't fucking with that dude, man. Nigga needs to brush his hair. He ain't on ESPN no more, man. I can't stand Paul Pierce, man. And that's not how you represent LA. Like, if you make it out of LA, knowing you went to Inglewood High School and cats who might have been better baller than you, but just didn't have the opportunities, and you over there spoiling it, playing a poker game. You don't think Jordan ever played a poker game before with strippers?
He didn't record it. That's the other thing. Why do we feel the need to record everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Not just record it. Go live.
With it. And
I know.
It's not like you don't have people in the room, but then you go on live like, oh, like you said, you should be here with us. Like,
you
people in the room.
It's like, why would you create a podcast and go live and just talk about ignorant shit?
You stand by your name, bro.
How we do it? We do it for this one reason right here, so that people can tune in, and no matter what platform they're on, they can like, subscribe, and follow. And you know what? They like to do it. So because we got a lot of returners, we got a lot of regulars. You
That's
know,
right.
so hit that subscribe button, that bell notification icon.
All right. So are y'all ready to do this?
Yes, dude.
Y'all ready to start talking about this deep stuff?
Yeah.
Hit me.
All right, y'all. So it's been a crazy week. Of course, there was the Johnson & Johnson vaccine and found out to have blood clots. So, you know, if you did get that vaccine, make sure that I don't know what you can do to prevent that. Hey, Ricky, you got any?
Oh, tons of things you can do with blood clots. But go ahead, because I'll talk all day about that.
Okay.
So,
But this other statistic also appeared with that. There's a couple of statistics I want to talk about. This first one, which was these are the mass shootings that have happened in the past month. I didn't even know about all of these. But this is crazy. Right?
idea.
So you had that, and then of course, you know, George Floyd's trials going on. And another statistic that I read about is that since this trial has begun, there has been 3 shootings per day, or 3 deaths caused by law enforcement per day since the start of the trial. And so we're really going to get into a lot of these. And I also want to let you know that we are going to be showing some videos that are I probably won't show the graphic part. I'll probably just stop it. But yeah, like I think that like there's something to be said because we're going to do some comparison stuff. And then also the CDC came out and said that racism is a serious threat to the public's health as well. So yeah, you know, racism is alive.
Very much so. I got a question. It's kind of a 2-part question. And let me be the devil's advocate for a second. So obviously, because you know, everybody has a cell phone, there's cameras all over the place, and I'm a big energy guy, right? So once something gets going, everybody latches onto it, and all of a sudden it becomes a thing and it festers, you know, and then it's all over the place, right? So since you know the murders and everything else has been coming out, is it not that? Is it? Do you find it strange that all of a sudden you're seeing a whole lot more of it? You know what I mean? Or has it always been going on and people are purposely putting it out there more? You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. That's the part that kind of annoys me about everything. It's like, yo, actually this stuff really been going on, but because the energy is there and it's like a huge ball of annoyance to the world right now. So now people are intentionally putting more and more videos out of, you know, police and doing stupid shit, racism and everything else, you know what I mean? Which why I'm always like, yo, pay attention to the energy that's around you, because what's happening is it's like, hey, let's put this disease out there, pun intended, literally, put this disease out there and let the world latch onto it and let them do what we think they're going to do, which is what they're doing now. You know, everybody gets afraid, they get, you know, they're anxious, and then they constantly promoting this beast. So I'm just like, are we gassing this beast up? You know what I mean? More than what it already is. You know what I'm saying?
Here's what I think. I think definitely there is more attention on these things, right? Like people have cameras now. You got to think 20 years ago, like your phone didn't have a camera. It just didn't.
Right. You remember how the whole Rodney King thing got caught? It just so happened.
Yeah, somebody was recording from their house, right?
Yeah, they were recording. I think they were at like a birthday party or something. So there was something else happening, and they happened to turn and boom. And that was the first major, like, I mean, there's been other times like in the 50s and the 60s that was purposely caught, you know, during the protests. But like that was the first time that like something was really caught.
Yeah, and I think, and Kristen says it here too, you know, this is another part of it. People who wouldn't normally speak out feel more comfortable now recording. Yeah. So you don't have to stop it, but you do your part by spreading the word, right? So twofold. There is more energy directed towards it, Ricky, but there's also more people. Everybody has a camera. Like everybody, not only does everybody have a camera, everyone has access to the world. Like you can publish your own content worldwide. Think about that. If somebody told you 20 years from now you can be able to put record anything you record right now. You can put it out, and the whole world can see it in less than 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think there's that. But then also you got to think like, just like these algorithms are on Instagram, right? Listen, if you like these pictures, they're going to show you more of those pictures. If you like videos, they're going to show you more of those. You know what I'm saying? And so I think the collective attention is on these injustices. Why? Because it's never been before. And I think it's doing more good than harm, because like you see change happening, or we're getting to a point where you can start to begin to see change happening. It doesn't, however, do us any good, like emotionally, right? I don't think we're taking time to take care of how we are really feeling, and what kind of response this triggers, and what affects this response that sends chemicals through your body, what effect that's going to have over time. And so like, you know, there's a lot to be said there, and I think there's a lot that we can do to and I think part of that healing, right, is not giving it your attention, and understanding, okay, I'm seeing this because I need to do something. One, it's a call to action, or it's just an acknowledgement of. And so one of those two things needs to happen. Either I acknowledge it and move differently, or I acknowledge it and then move, like, and act on it, or do something about it. But you know, it's gonna be there, and I think it's a good thing.
Well, let me say this right quick. Here's the thing that I think that I'll be honest and say it bothers me. Maybe I can help out with this part. The part that bothers me about all of this is, let's just say you got, I don't know the statistics, I'm making the numbers right now. Let's just say you got 70% of the law enforcement are white people, right? And then you got the rest of the world who are black people who live in the suburbs. You know, they kind of like their normal life. They got their family, work, job, and they see that. And this is exactly what you said just now. They see this stuff and they're like, what do I do? You know, and so they don't do anything about it, you know, at all. And just go back to their regular lives, go back to their regular things. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a handful of people who are like, now let's get together, protest, do whoop-de-whoop, whatever, right? Now, here's the other side of it. On the flip side of it, let's just say you got the 70% white cops. They see that, you know, and now it's been promoted with, you know, white people killing black people, and they have racist bones inside their body and in their DNA. And all of a sudden they feel more empowered to come out more. Like, oh shit, look at that. All people are finally coming out, you know what I'm saying? And they have the power. They got the gun, you know what I'm saying? They got the judicial system on their side, you know what I mean? So in retrospect, that's how my thought process goes with this. You see all these empowered white people, okay, that have guns, that have the political backing, and they see that there's not enough black people doing something, so they feel more empowered to do it more often. You know what I'm saying? While you have a lot of black people who sit back, and I'm not gonna lie, I did it the other day too. I was like, I can't watch no more. You know what I'm saying? I can only take so much. You know what I mean? I can't do anything else. On the same side, I can't go out and protest. I don't know what to do, which is when I reach out to some of my friends, like, yo, what can we do in this particular case? You know, it's a slow process. It's a slow ball to get rolling for black people who don't know what to do, to reach out to people who do know what to do, versus on the other side, you got white people who got the power and the political backing. You see what I'm saying? And that's the fear part of it. You know what I'm saying? So how do we get out of that part? You know?
It's so interesting too, but I think for me, because I was very much in your position where I didn't know what to do. I was kind of petrified with, like, I didn't know what do I do? I'm not the kind of person who's always, you know, tweeting or Instagram posting about a cause. That's just not my thing. For me, it's more of a reflective moment. I know I can take this information and move differently, or like I did, I wrote a song about it because that's what I do. And so it's really just about channeling that energy into some other place that's going to heal or help. And it don't have to be you protesting. It can be you just having a conversation with somebody who you know is different or feels an opposing view, just to show, and not trying to convince them, but to show them that, hey, we can have these differing views and different opinions. And whatever you came into this thinking, it's not really true about all of us. Right. And you know, so like, that's really all it is. Like, you just take it take what you can handle, not to a point where you become unhealthy, and then you take that and use it. What they say, energy is only transferred; it never goes away. So just put energy into something else.
Right, and that's one thing that I don't feel like enough people are doing. It's actually getting therapy, getting counseling, getting coaching about this thing. You know what I mean? Because again, we can sit down and have a conversation right now, and we like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Channel that energy. But then if you don't have the discipline to put your phone away, to not look at the news or to not have those conversations, you're still highly influenced with all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the discipline. You don't know yourself enough. You're not conscious enough to say, you know what? I'm grateful for this conversation we just had for all of 5 minutes. But for the rest of the, 55 minutes of the day, what I'm saying? All I hear is blah, racism, black people this, black people that, you know what I mean? So that negative side of you still wins, you know what I mean? And that side is still more dominant versus these awesome conversations that have a very, very slow churning, you know what I'm saying? Before, and that's why in my mind, I'm like, somebody asked me the other day, when do I think, the world will be better? I'm like, I doubt it if it's in my generation, my kids' generation, because at this point it's like it's open, everything's exposed, but then like the getting everything going, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it may take a lot more time. So.
I think defining though that what is that better, because would you rather live now or in 1866?
That's true.
Or
1960,
or better yet, 1863.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where if you brought somebody from there, hey, we can walk down the street, we can date white women. It's better. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So,
I like that. Can you just say that all over again? I
said we can walk down the street, we can date white women.
I mean, not that part particularly, but not necessarily that part, but just the perspective of getting better.
It's getting better. Like we have to understand, because when we think of better, we think we should feel that better. You know what I'm saying?
True.
We're not going to feel it. Progress is it's incremental. And when you think about time, my nigga, like time, Earth,
right?
Our lives, it's nothing. It's a blip,
right?
And so, how much really do we expect to see change? Like that's where we think really highly of ourselves.
That makes a lot of sense. With I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off, but that just gave the perfect answer. For anybody who's listening, is like change your perspective of time, and I always say do the comparison. I try not to tell people so much to compare yourself to other people, but in some cases, it's okay to compare yourself to see how much better you are. So you just helped me out. Way to go, coach. Okay, Bel-Ami.
But here's the thing too. They talk about the analogy of it's like water. Water over time. If you drop a piece, drop a drop of water on, I don't know, a rock. Now it's going to slide down the rock, but then you keep dropping another drop of water and then another one, and that keeps happening over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Eventually, that rock is going to begin to erode. That's it. Water has shaped the earth, my nigga. Like
exactly.
That shit. So I think
the water, or we're the earth.
We're the water, bro.
And that's what I was going to say.
Listen, I don't know. Sometimes we need to be the earth.
Right.
I'm sure there's some parts of us that need a bit of erosion.
I feel like we're both, because we're solid and our organs. Think about it. Our organs are solid, but we also got blood going through our body.
But we're what, 70% water?
Yes. Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I think that's the thing. I was like, the idea of exposure is what creates that change too, right? So it needs to be seen so it can be talked about, so it can be changed. Because if it's not being seen and is, because like what you said, I don't think any of this is new. This has been happening.
Right.
Like this has been going on. But now that it's been brought to light, it's like, okay, so what are we going to do about it? And the more that we see it, clearly we're getting tired of it. Right. Like really, we got to see this again. And then when we see these contrasting videos of like people who are less melanated and are able to like carry a gun with them in their car,
tell the
police officer, you know what? Why am I talking?
Yeah, why?
Why am I talking? Let me
Run that
just
clip.
let me just run that clip, shall we? Let me see. Is this one it? Yeah, this is it.
He said he's not going to shop the car, so.
Okay. That's all right. Just keep an eye on it. Just get the right fit. Just get the set. Put your hands on the steering wheel. No. What are you reaching for?
Oh, whoa. Hey, get out of the car, man. You got a gun right there.
Whoa!
There's rights to this. Get out. There are rights to this. Do you have a concealed carry? There are rights there. Whoa, get out.
Hold up right there.
It's open. My hands are up. No, you got to. This is on body cam. You have a body cam, sir?
Put your hands over your eyes.
Do you have a body cam?
Put your hand over your eyes.
Do you have a body cam, sir?
Put your hands over your eyes.
Yeah, you're gonna
I will send this dog on you.
I will shoot you if you do.
Don't
fucking grab my gun. You have rights. Put your hand. You have rights too. You have rights too.
Don't you dare.
You have rights. You cannot
Don't you
shoot me
dare.
here. You need to constitution. You know that. Right. You have a weapon. Okay. Yes, I do. And it's
don't.
What I need you to do. Hey. You guys are grabbing me on this is also unconstitutional. Body cam request. Can you quit yelling so I can talk to you? You have a gun for me,
units right now.
I need you to relax for me, okay? I will shoot you if this possible. That's a threat, and it's open there. You have no body cam. You know this? He has a body cam. My hands are open. My hands are open. Okay. My hands are open. You need to get out of the car so we can remove you from that weapon. You cannot. No, it is constitutionally owned. I see that. You have a concealed carry permit. It is not concealed. Yes, you can see the weapon. It's right there.
Don't
body
do
cam.
it.
Body cam. What are you afraid of? Don't do it. I'm not doing anything.
Do me a favor. Just please step out of the car. That's all we're asking you to do.
Oh, you're asking me not to use that gun?
Yes.
Conceal your
Are they saying please?
No. This is how we treat each other civilly. This is not how we act civilly. You know this. Right eye. Right eye. You got cover?
No. Just,
yes, we do.
Don't. Just please.
Do you have body cam?
Please.
Do you have body cam? Do not forcibly remove
Do not. Don't. Do it. Don't.
You know that. That's not
please.
I need you to get out of the car.
Ben, house.
Hey, I see double blue, sir. Are you going to shoot me on double blue?
Just relax.
No, just relax. Hey,
please get out of the car.
There's rights to this. You know there are rights to this.
Listen, we can figure this out.
We can talk about this, okay? But right now, we can't talk about it with you not listening to us.
We're
not listening. You are first of the ground.
All I'm asking you to do.
You're violating my rights right now. Let go of me. You just put your hand on a gun,
sir.
Whoa. No, you pulled a gun on me unconstitutionally.
Please.
And I did my in response. We don't want to do this, man.
Just get out of the car. I'm just asking. We'll get this figured out. Just come out and just get out of the car.
You release me now.
We can't do that.
Release it. I have Second Amendment rights, David.
Okay. Just get out of the car. Come on, come back here. We'll talk about it.
Excuse me. This right here is a reason to defend myself, cast a doctrine. You know that.
We'll get this figured out. Don't do it. Please. Just come on.
Get out of the car, sir.
Just get out of the car. Just step out.
The gun's down.
No, just step out. Just step out of the car. Just don't do it.
Get out of the car. You're on double blue. You know what's going to happen, right?
Just stop.
You need to get out of the car. That's a lawful order. You're going to go to jail. A gunpoint? Oh, take me to jail then? Go ahead.
Just come on.
You're obstructing.
I can't.
No, you're obstructing. You're pointing a gun at me, sir. Right now my life's in threat. Okay. Well, I don't even see body cam on this, sir. I'm just going to drive away. I'm not going to bother anybody. No, you're Hands not. On the seat.
Don't do this. No. Don't do it. Don't.
Yeah. So for some clarification, because I know you guys heard double blue a lot, and so I was like, let me look up what this double blue means.
That's what I was doing.
So double blue is officer on officer arrest. So I assume he was claiming that he was a police officer.
What state was that?
That was Ohio.
Definitely a red state, bro.
Wow.
So that pissed me the fuck off, and this is why I'm gonna tell you. I intentionally had not watched that video, and it just the part that pisses me off is you have the capacity to reason, you have the capacity for compassion, you have the capacity to discern when your life is truly threatened and when it isn't. And even in that, it just pisses me off because we're not asking for nothing special. We just want the same. Just give me that same benefit of the doubt. Like, dude was like, okay, please don't pull your gun out. Right. You know, hey man, come on, just get out of the car, please. Or here's the thing too. I had this conversation with my mom recently. Why can't, like, honestly, I don't see a problem with letting someone drive off. I just don't. I don't. Unless they're a violent person who's you think they're going to commit some other crimes. And this goes for any arrest. You stop somebody, let them drive off. Don't shoot them. Don't kill them. But guess what? You know their info.
Right.
Just add that to the docket. Like, okay, nigga, you drove off once. Oh, you drove off twice. Okay, when we catch you, bro, you're not getting out. Don't kill nobody, man. And it just shows that they have the capacity.
Right.
So there's some
I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead, man. I'm pissed right now.
Well, no, this is a lot of I want to make sure we add some people into the conversation. So Kristen was saying all this conversation at elevated tones with a bunch of pleases. Kadre was like they would have dragged the person out of the car instead of pleading. Kadre also said, OMG, if this was a black person, the officer would have shot him. And the thing is, and I'm not, so initially I was going to show the Adam Toledo video, and I'm just not going to do it because it's not necessarily needed. But same situation in a sense, in that like he had a gun on him. The officer asked him to put up his hands, and he complied. He dropped the gun. Like he threw it because he had his hand down. So I can't see my hands, but so he sort of tossed it behind him and raised his hand. By the time he raised his hand, the officer had already shot him.
Some bullshit, man. I gotta say this. So familiarity, like when you're familiar with somebody, it brings comfort, right?
Yeah.
So you see another white person, I always put myself in somebody else's place every single time I have to. You know, if I see somebody who looks like me, you automatically feel somewhat comfortable no matter what, right? And the fact that, like Bel-Ami said, they have the ability to be calm. You have the ability to talk in a normal tone, to understand, to plead, and all this extra stuff. Which, in my mind, I'm always thinking on a psychological level. It's like, do they have cops psychologically evaluated before they get out there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
They have to be. I think something like needs to be implemented now. Like almost something. I don't know what the word. Are you racist, nigga? Like before you get out there, there needs to be some type of, test.
But I think that's the thing. There's what they call unconscious bias, and it's like, and you can test for that because there's definitely a test for it. But the thing is, though, it's like, the average person is going to be like, oh no, I'm good. I want to protect everyone until they're being put into a situation where they feel like their life is being threatened.
Right, and this is fear, bro. That's the thing that bothers me about people in general. Honestly, like somebody asked me the other day, like, what am I afraid of? I'm saying I'm honestly not really afraid of anything, but one thing I think about constantly is what I think a person is thinking about when they're afraid. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept of don't back a cat into a corner because he's coming out one way or another. If you're afraid, you're going to do whatever you got to do to get out there. You know what I'm saying? But if you have nothing to fear, then you're a lot more calm. Like these guys were. They were extremely calm. Like he literally said, I see you with your gun on your hand and you're still calm. Okay, so you're not afraid at all. Like you're not scared. But you see a black dude, you immediately triggered this fear gets into your brain. Now you can do whatever it takes.
With all the blacks, it's he had a gun. Not he was pointing the gun with me. He had a gun. So like he's exercising rights. Oh wow, that shit scares you, my nigga. Like I just don't get it. And
Which
your unconscious bias question, Ricky, you said it. I don't know if you meant to say it that way, but that's how you determine it. Ask a white person, hey, are you racist, nigga? And they shouldn't say no. They should say, why would you say that word, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Why would you say that word?
Yes. And just like that, are you racist, nigga? Hey, if anybody who write laws, who writes curriculums, that needs to be implemented somehow, some way. Oh, you racist nigga.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. That triggered me, man.
So this the next video I want to show, and I guess let me explain this too. I really got into this week. Like I said, I was in my head a lot this week, and one of the things that really pains me about all of this is that like I have two sons, and like when I found out I was having my first son, like the look on my face, my wife was like, "What's wrong with you? Are you not happy?" And I'm like, "No, it's not that I'm not happy. It's just like I know what it's going to be like for him."
Mm-hmm.
And I really wish, I really hope that like things can get better. But then when you hear about like a 13-year-old kid who gets shot, or that you know someone is dying at the hands of law enforcement, or 3 people per day for the last, how long has the trial been, Lieber? You're on mute.
The trial's over now, but it's, I don't know, 3 weeks.
So for the last 3 weeks, 3 people have died per day at the hands of law enforcement. When you hear that, it's just like, yo. And then, and most of them, like, I always think that like, oh, I'm almost in the clear because I'm older, and then like these people are like in their 40s, and so I'm just like, this shit is it's ridiculous.
Well, going back to not just the law enforcement, I know we touched briefly on the mass shootings, right? I really just, I know people are really tied to these amendments and shit. Fuck them and fuck a lot of the stuff that's in the Constitution. Not everything. But this is a really old document. We're tied to these things for some crazy reason. We can't pull ourselves away. Maybe it's just the human condition. But like, yo, we don't need guns. What do we need guns for? Really, what do we need them for?
In the Second Amendment, people always take it.
They take out of context. We're like with England coming over here and literally like the army showing up at our door. And I mean, like, because we just was like, yo, we're free now. We're not going to pay you guys taxes anymore. So like, you got to take the time into consideration here. Nobody's coming across and trying to take us over right now. Like, no army is going to show up at our doorsteps. It's not. And so we don't need it. Let's toss this shit out the window, because it's not, it does nothing for us now other than, and then first of all, why do we need a machine gun? Like, really, what do we need it for? Even if you're hunting, bro, if you got to shoot that many times to hit the deer, bro, you should probably just,
you don't need to be shooting.
No. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me. And people are tied to, I need my gun. For what? For what? Really?
But I mean, that's when you get to,
that's the thing, dude. Like, I've always said it, is it? Go ahead.
Who, me?
Somebody's echoing.
No. It's we're working on it.
It's always me.
Okay.
It's always.
Are you going with it?
What's better than Bel-Ami?
Yeah.
Bel-Ami.
I was just gonna say, man, I just, I think the world is everybody's. Let me say everybody. I'm trying to make sure I say it correctly. I think the world is enslaved in different categories. Okay. Like you said something that was so key, which is like, what do you need a gun for? Based on history and, England, people coming over, there's no civil war right now, but in our minds, you still think you have to protect something. So you still are a slave to a system. You are a slave to a thing. You know what I mean? So like I said, there's slavery in different levels nowadays, in every race. And so nobody's free, which is why they should listen to the free agents. That's why I love what we do. But, nobody's free on a grander scale of, I have nothing to fear anymore. I personally want to get people to that place, no, when you get to your point in life where you understand yourself, understand who you are, you realize you're free. I don't even fear death anymore. It's just like, I'm I'm good. I'm just gonna do me, and I'm fine. I mean, I'm
So
sorry,
I
man.
saw something. Are you guys familiar with Wim Hof? I know you're familiar with him, Ricky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so there's a Vice show on Wim Hof and his whole method. If you're not familiar with Wim Hof, he's a guy who he is like transcended the physical, and he's done some incredible Iceman. That's what they call him, Iceman.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said something that was really, really powerful. He said, I don't fear death. I live fully. And if you're living fully, you're too busy. He essentially said there is no death. You're not a slave to death because you're living. You're fully living. And even when you die, you just stopped living. That's it. And so it's kind of like, like you said, they're a slave to something else, that fear.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really all it is fear of loss, and that loss being, the ultimate loss being death.
Mm-hmm.
That lack. It's lack, then it's loss, then it's death. Like in that order. And so you feel if one takes one of those, they can take the others. And I don't know. I don't know how we get people out of that. Maybe we just keep having these conversations and, continuing to encourage people to, just like and follow and subscribe on whatever platform they're watching this on. But I don't know where we were going next.
No, I think
I'm in need of a pick a side.
Yeah.
I'm in need of a quick. Like, can we do just a quick one, just like an out of our heads moment?
Yeah, definitely. I have a good one too.
Here we go. Let's intro this, and hopefully, listen. I don't mean to glaze over what we just discussed because it was very heavy. Hopefully, you got something out of it. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe, follow button, share it with a friend, invite somebody here. Pick a side is just a practice in getting us comfortable with being free in our thought and asserting our positions, no matter how they may be perceived. So what will happen is we'll each present a topic with two options. Pick a side, one or the other, and no explanation.
No. And real quick before we start, Sheree, you gonna join us today?
Oh shit!
Oh, that's right. Y'all started something else. Okay, let me put this in the chat. Listen, if you would like to join us for Pick a Side, you can use this link that is about to appear in your chat.
What does my man got on?
Damn.
It's hot up in this.
Come on, Ask Scott.
Right?
Ask Scott.
My wife keeps it at 77 in the house, man. Hot shit.
Hey.
Wait. He said it's hot. It is 77 degrees. This is how you know you from.
That's hot for in the house, bro.
Yo, 78 degrees is room temperature, man.
Well, depending on what room you're in, bro. Room in Alaska, you gonna melt a lot of shit.
So my dog be like,
wow.
If you're in a room in Arizona, your room temperature might be 90.
Mm-hmm.
No, we turned the heat up to 77.
Yo, we're gonna add that ascot to your avatar.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be so dope.
Always.
With that pose right there too.
Always.
You gotta it's gotta be like this. You gotta have the blunt in the other hand.
Oh, yeah. Always.
All right. Anybody want to join us tonight? Anyone? I was called out Sheree, but
Sheree said okay.
Oh, she's in?
She just said okay.
Cool.
She said okay. Cool.
I mean, when I say join us, I mean live on air.
Right.
So we'll see. Let's see if she pops in. In the meantime, before we while we got some time for her to come in, anybody got anything they want to plug? I know we got concerts and performances coming up.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, right now, Sheree, join right now. Right now.
All right.
No. But go ahead.
You go ahead.
Go ahead, DJ Abba.
Oh yeah. So shout outs. I will be DJing this Wednesday on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/DJ Elbow Greasy, and we're gonna do a 2-hour print set.
Nice.
Oh,
from 5.
Look at Dre going crazy in the background.
Like
Yo, Dre.
All right, we see you, Sheree. Yeah. Give us 1 second.
So I'm gonna do that print set, and so it's a love train. So it's like I'm following a bunch of people who are doing print sets, and so I'm gonna try and make it, greasy. You know what I'm saying?
You got
So
this.
make it my own.
You can use the link that just popped up in your chat to follow Double Greasy on Twitch and join in on that live stream.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah. Look at that plug.
Come on,
man. I ain't gonna lie. When we all together, it's like fire, man. It's like
it is.
And nice.
Fire like Haya.
Last week we was over here.
Yeah. Huda.
All right, so let's. You ready? Thumbs up. Let me know you ready.
Okay, come on, you with the twist out. I see you, girl. I see you.
Oh, she switched up the. Oh snap!
Nice. Hey.
Oh, respect the gap. Ah. Yes.
No.
What she like? What the hell?
The crazy thing is,
they could go so many places.
I'm saying, nah. I tell you, brothers out there, sisters work to get the teeth looking that good.
Well,
that is
thank you.
Hilarious.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're the gap appreciator.
Yeah, he's the gap appreciator. There you go.
There you go.
Okay. I feel you now.
It all makes sense now.
Yes, ma'am. Let him know. She's like, you think I'm about the gap? No, on natural. Can't buy that shit.
Well, all right. I wish I had known you back when I was 7, 8, 9, and 10 because I had a problem with it then. I'm good with it now, though.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm everywhere. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
He gonna make up for all the appreciation you missed out.
That's right. That's shit.
All right, let's jump into it. So,
Let's do it.
Did you already do the rules?
Oh, yeah. So we're gonna each present a topic. We each have to pick a side. No explanation given. However, if you watching out there in TV land, wherever you may be, would like to hear an explanation, you can ask us in the chat to clarify. But only when that's the only way we will clarify. Do y'all hear me? Everybody on here. That's the only way we will.
That's right. None of y'all, not even Riri today, Cherie, she can't ask for clarification either because she's a participant.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it.
You did this, Derek.
Okay. All right, here we go. First question is Marvin or Luther?
I'm first, right?
Yep.
Marvin.
Damn, dog. Marvin.
I gotta go with Marvin.
Marvin.
Come on, 3 times.
Look at
Luther.
Are you the only one?
Are you just being devil's advocate?
Nah,
Yeah,
man. No. If somebody wants some clarification,
nah. But you're really Luther over Marvin.
No. Yeah, definitely.
BJ says Marvin.
Yeah, man.
Kadre says Marvin.
Yeah. It's
Come
cool.
on now. Yeah, I know it's cool. You ain't got no choice but to be cool.
Love is
No singing either.
All right, Bell. You.
Luther. Shit.
All right. Oh, hold on.
Everybody's saying Marvin. Yes, we get it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to all I'm just gonna say is
explain it.
I ain't explaining.
do
This
it.
is not explaining. I'm not explaining.
You are.
I just said
No, you're explaining. You can't do that.
Go back and listen to this row with mine.
no. Apple Essentials. Go ahead.
All right. Here we go.
Marvin section.
I was trying to figure out how to say this with it making sense. Okay. Live your whole life famous, die, no one cares. Live your whole life in obscurity, die, everyone cares.
I'm gonna go with famous, die, no one cares.
Elbow greasy.
I go with the obscurity, die, and everyone cares.
Yeah. Same here. Option 2.
Obscurity, definitely.
Obscurity.
Why Derek keep being that dude?
Hey, listen. Who else? Oh, my mama's in here. Gloria.
What's up, mama?
Mama-in-law.
Thank you, please. Thank you.
Des says obscurity.
Mhm.
Dre says obscurity. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man, I really want to explain this, but it's cool.
He
Let's
said-
go. Let's go.
Elbow greasy.
Out of here with you, baby.
Because this says so much about who y'all are. Let's go.
Look at that.
Wow.
Elbow grease, it's on you.
It's on you.
Listen, I got both my moms in here.
I'm about to say, both your mamas from Houston?
Come on.
Dang.
Both your mamas from
Oh, Des said why?
Oh God.
Why Luther over Marvin?
No. Why?
Obscurity.
Famous. I feel like.
You echoing.
Well, I'll mute Bel-Ami. All right, so here we go. Bel-Ami, you're muted, but you can unmute yourself. So for me, I said be famous and die. No one cares because, let the dead bury the dead. At the end of the day, I'm dead. I don't care. So I think I can be more effective being famous and everyone knowing me and being able to, make change, or as a pastor of mine used to say, oh dang it, how did he say it? Pulse of the world. I forget how he said it. Anyway, but yeah, I just feel like, if I'm famous, I can be more effective while I'm alive, and then keep it moving. I mean, if you remember me when I'm dead, what does that mean?
You want to say something?
Go ahead, DJ Elbow.
If you don't mind.
Go ahead.
What I heard was a lot of I and me. And the reason why I'm choosing to live in obscurity is because I want my legacy to live forever. And my legacy, from that, it can help those who are part of my family to live in the richness of my legacy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's still I and me. You just literally just said
no. I no longer exist.
Mm-hmm.
But the impact that I have made while being in obscurity is enabling those who are connected to me to live richly.
You do know what the word obscurity means, right?
Of course, but
there's no impact in obscurity.
You're right, but
so you can't make an impact.
No. My death, because of my death, people have decided to look at the life I've led. And because I'm now dead, they can appreciate the sacrifices that I made in my life while being obscure.
Right. But the thing is, though, they wouldn't know that because you are obscure.
They just
know you. That's how they know. They just know you.
I think I agree with you, Elbow Greasy. Is that, and this is why I chose it too, because even the most egotistical person, if you really want to be famous the longest. You're gonna be dead longer than you'll be alive. So, like, if that's what I look at it your way too. Is like impact. You think of artists. I think it was and I might be getting it wrong. I think it was like Van Gogh, who sold like 1 or 2 paintings ever. Mm-hmm. But you don't go to an art class or any art space without speaking of him. And while no one cared then, everybody cares now. And I think it's like we think about investing. It's a long game. You know what I'm saying? It's fun to get a quick flip, but it's more fun to leave your money to your generations.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, you also, by doing that, you allow other people to speak for you, and what they might be saying about you might not necessarily be who you really are.
So what? That's what most of the people in the world are going to do anyway.
I mean, and who knows what they're remembering you for? You just said just to be remembered for forever.
And that's why we have debates like this, which is fine. And we each interpret it our own way.
Right.
But I interpret it in this way, that whatever you do, if no one cares while you're here, but you're gonna be famous for something after, clearly you did something worth being famous for. And I said famous, maybe I should have said impactful. and maybe that would have led you to think differently, but it came out how it came out. But when I think about it, I think about impact. And so it's like, you know, when an asteroid falls to the earth, like the asteroid is done, but the impact changes and shapes, you know, land masses. It changes and shapes weather patterns, like, you know, and people will talk about that forever. The asteroid that took out the dinosaurs. Do you think the people who saw it, they ain't talking about it? The niggas is gone.
They can't talk about it.
We still are living with it. You know what I mean? That's how El Nino came around. Y'all remember El Nino weather patterns and all. Anyway, but like I think of it that way. It's like an asteroid, bro. You see it for a little bit. You like, oh, this asteroid is coming. But it hits and it shapes the rest of history. Like that's what I think of.
You know what? That's why I said both answers are subjective. Thinking about like Black Rob, for instance. You know, like we were talking about it earlier today. It's like, I know that one song, but I might go back and look up some more information on him, you know what I mean? And find out what else did he do. And then be like, oh, okay, well, he did A, B, C, D, F, G. You know what I'm saying? So he was famous, but at the time I'm like, whatever. But now I'm like, I might go back and see, oh, he did this, he did. Matter of fact, funny, Nikki was talking about it earlier because Nikki used to be one of the bartenders at the big clubs around here. She was like, yo, he was a super dope guy. He was just chill, you know what I'm saying? And now I was like, really? What else about him? You know what I mean? But you asked me that a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, whoa, you know, that's it. So, you know, so both of the answers are really subjective on the person and how much they want to know about that particular person. You know, I want to know how you lived. I want to know how you impacted me. If it impacted me in a great way, great. If you were just famous and it was cool, you just did your thing, you're gone. It doesn't really matter. So they're both right, technically, in my opinion.
Always the
All I mean is on mute.
The mediator. Yeah.
I want to acknowledge Tony agrees with Elbow Greasy. That's my father-in-law. So we got everybody in here. The whole family here watching.
Fired up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Des says that obscurity is a selfless path. Indeed. Kadre says, in my honest opinion, although fame might be good, it could also create a prison for the famous. Michael Jackson was and still is famous. However, he couldn't enjoy a simple trip to the mall by himself. Saying extra letters in here and stuff. Let's keep it moving. DJ Elbow Greasy. What's yours?
Well, Ree, you want to add to this?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, I've never really wanted fame because I also see fame as it can be a prison to people. You know, people don't have their own time. You know, you were talking about earlier how you see people and everybody mobs them. So, and everybody thinks that because I know you, I own a piece of you and you have to do time. And also during your fame, you can't control what you're famous for. So the obscurity for me, not just because I shy away from the idea of fame, but also the part where, you know, the impact, you know, where you were loved or respected or something, right? You remembered or something that you did has moved forward. So that's it.
Nice.
You cook?
Did you say you cook? Is that what you said?
Yo,
I thought he was about to say something else, and I thought he just stopped. So I was like,
I'm asking Sheree if she cooks.
A little bit, not too much. It's not my passion.
It's so
that would be a he for me. Remember, he cooked, she cooked. That would be a he cook for me.
What you got your hand on? Is that for salt or pepper?
What now?
What you got your hand on? Is that for salt or is that for pepper?
That's a chair now.
Bedpost.
Oh God damn!
Chair post.
Actually, Sheree, it didn't come out of nowhere. It came out of Munchie.
Oh, wait. Don't lie. If you look at her picture again, it looks like
it does kind of look like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not.
Do that again, Libra. Do that again, DJ Elbogreasy. What is it?
I don't like him. No, because my daddy had one that was like yay high, like a real bougie salt and pepper shaker. It was just hella tall, and so I've always have a connection because I knew that I made it somewhere when someone at a restaurant said, "Would you like some fresh pepper?" You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like shit.
Right. You
Man.
can
Oh my gosh.
now. Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm sorry.
we should sell tickets to your brain, man.
It just goes. I
Oh
love it.
man, I'm sorry, man. It's
Love
you
it.
speaking freely, right?
Right.
All right, mine's a little simpler, right? Right down the lane, very direct. DJ Star, don't fuck this up, baby. All right, Felicia Rashad or Debbie Allen?
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, I have an addendum to propose here, or not an addendum, a change to propose here.
To what?
No,
after what I said, what I said?
No, how we answer. I think
Oh.
whoever's next on the screen, so that it comes back around, so there's never any confusion. So like we don't always need to start.
DJ Star, musical
So we'll start with Ricky, go to Cherie, then come back up to DJ Star, then me, and then we'll end with that person. So that way we can.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
All right, so I'll say it again: Felicia Rashad.
Goodness.
Or Debbie Allen, man.
Yeah.
We got you.
Oh, definitely Felicia Rashad.
I wish I could explain this one. Wow. Why'd you stump me with this? I'm gonna go with goodness gracious.
And Claire or Fame?
I'm gonna go with Felicia. Felicia. Mm-hmm.
Felicia, okay. Claire. She rolled with Claire.
I'm gonna go with the dancer.
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
Oh hell no, man. Claire Huxtable every day, dude.
But we're not talking about Claire Huxtable. We talking about Felicia Rashad or Debbie Allen.
Felicia Rashad. Yeah, dog. Come on. Y'all know they sisters, right?
Mm-hmm.
If anyone wants a clarification, it's not like I have to avoid anything.
She waiting on it.
She in the hot seat. Felicia Rashad, right?
Yeah. All right.
Rick,
I'm next.
RPG.
All right. So, it's a funny one. If you knew you can get away with a bank robbery, would you? Yes or no?
No.
This is disgusting. Look at this Negro.
I mean, get away with it.
Oh my God.
For the sake of DJ Elbow Greasy, I am going to say.
Don't blame me, brother.
That sounds like an explanation.
No.
Dude.
If I got away with it and no one got hurt.
No. Don't be doing that.
You
got away.
No.
You,
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
Got away with it.
I'm gonna say no. That's not me.
Nigga. Bro, I'm hitting every bank until I have the number I'm looking for.
That's a yes.
Actually, you would never know if it's a yes or not.
Yeah, no, not at all. Never.
Leave it to the musicians. I'm sorry, I'm taking that money.
I'm surprised that you. Actually, I'm not surprised at you, Elbow Greasy. You are a much better human.
Yeah.
And
if it was electronic bank robbing,
no.
Explanation.
No.
Kadre said, look, Kadre's a better human as well. If I could get away with bank robbery, would I do it? No.
Oh, look what Des said yes, and then we actually have a clarification too, by the way.
For bank robbery or
for which one?
Yeah, Reese, which one do you want? Clarification.
Debbie Allen or
I think it was with the Dell. I think she wanted Sharita to explain her answer.
Oh, about Debbie Allen.
Yeah.
Or Felicia.
Can
Sharita,
I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a tough one for me because I saw the ladies in early March. They were both part of a conference, and they're both so dynamic, and they are really like two sides of a coin. And so you have, Debbie Allen, very vibrant, very goofball, very graceful and funny. And then on the other side, you have Felicia, who is very poised, very, very sort of internally thinking a lot, and things like that. And so I think I went with Felicia because I see myself a little bit more as that, right? As more introspective, as more maybe introverted or so. So I think that's why I went with Felicia. But it's tough though, because they were both really just amazing to watch them, flow in their own way.
Nice.
Hey, that was dope that you got to see them.
Mm-hmm.
I got pictures with them too. I should send them.
And then B, DJ O was like, and then B, I think your explanation helped me to like solidify my explanation, like my reason for choosing Debbie Allen, which is like I really, because I'm a very heady person. I'm always in my head, so I would love to have somebody who's not in their head to help pull that like side of me out. Be like, yo, let's just do something that's different. So
that's funny. I was thinking the same thing. It's the exact opposite for me. I want to know what it's like to be calm and poised. I'm always like,
they were both on Grey's Anatomy last
yeah.
night.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Well, Debbie Allen is a mainstay on there. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a director. Yeah, I was
a producer of so much, man. Like she's
a mover,
a heavyweight, bro. And I think she didn't, because she didn't have as much screen time as Felicia, and she never played a role that was as influential as Felicia. It's like, you literally, come on, bro. We're not picking who, if your mama's cooking or somebody else is cooking, you gonna pick your mama's. And Claire Huxtable was everybody's mama. So
she was, but we're not gonna discount Fame up in this bitch.
But even
I'm not discounting. I said, you think Fame was more impactful than Cosby? Absolutely.
Fame a decade sooner though. She hit the scene a lot earlier.
True.
Absolutely.
And if you're looking at folks who are dancers, they look at Fame as like their quintessential like inspiration to being a dancer.
I get it.
Yeah, no.
And you also look at, if you ask black people, black people, there are more black people than dancers.
I picked Claire because Claire was my
But see, you saying Claire, you ain't saying Felicia. That's the thing.
So
you picked Claire. You didn't pick Felicia.
So when I first moved to New York, Felicia Rashad did Jim in the Ocean, and this was a August Wilson play. Mm-hmm. And I regret not seeing it because I thought Felicia Rashad was just Claire Huxtable. I didn't know that she was also a thespian and willing to put herself on stage with such an amazing playwright. And I didn't know that Jim by the Ocean or Jim of the Ocean was even an August Wilson piece.
Yeah.
And then I'm a huge Laker fan. Debbie Allen was married to Norm Nixon, during his career as a point guard on the Lakers. So like I was always had hardcore Lakers, and we knew where they lived in Baldwin Hills View Park, right? We always drive by. That's Norm Nixon, Debbie Allen's house, right? So she always lived in a black community. So of course I love Debbie Allen, you know what I mean? But man, Claire's my mama, you know what I mean? I can't go against my mama.
So of course you would choose your mama.
All right. You want the next one?
Who's next? Sharice?
Okay. I already put mine out there, front or back.
Hold on, wait.
It's on you.
Ricky is next. He didn't go, did he?
Yeah.
Robin Banks, man.
Robin Banks.
Oh, that's right.
That's how scared they were. That's how scared he was for your response. He was like, I can't answer that shit right now.
Wait, front or back? Front or back? Front or back? Front.
Back.
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 Front.
Yeah.
Somebody please ask that
Please,
question.
because I know what y'all are thinking. All right.
God damn. I was like, no.
No.
Here we go. Next one.
No.
All right, I wrote my next one down because I got it from someone else. I'm being honest. Someone else was doing these online. I thought this was a good one. So,
Wait, didn't you go already?
you were back to me. It's
I
round
thought we were
two.
doing one round and then we're getting back to the heavy shit. We keep going. I'm not tripping.
I just read what Kadre
Got
said.
front, back, side to
Side to
side.
side.
Never let.
Hold on.
I got a 69 Chevy in my yard.
It's actually a 64 Chevy.
Oh, I said 69. That's his whole front to back thing.
Got a 64 Chevy.
Got a 69.
It's on here, right?
What'd you say?
It's on this album, right?
Just read what's on there.
No, I thought he said like, nah, man, that's some other shit.
No, we were talking about the year of the car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said 69.
I'm excited about this album. My first UK album.
My song was "I Got a Pocket Full of Stones."
Okay.
So,
What's
right.
the question? Let's get the question.
All right. Pick a side. Would you let's see. Would you rather have people be able to see what you're thinking, like there's like a thought bubble that appears above your head, or have everything you do live streamed for everyone to see? So people can either see what you're thinking or everything you do is live streamed for people to see.
Wait. Can people see what you're thinking? Like everybody?
Yeah, there's like a thought bubble that appears above your head.
Nigga, what planet are you on, bro?
Not like we're saying the same thing.
We're not saying the same thing.
Or they see what you're thinking.
Either they can see what you're thinking, or they see everything you do live streamed.
Oh, everything you do?
Yeah. Bel-Ami.
Live stream. Somebody please ask to explain this one. This one's
That's a good one.
Everything you do is live streamed. Nah, I mostly already say what I'm thinking, so fuck see what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll go and see what I'm thinking.
Live stream.
Everything you do is live stream, Ree?
I would rather be live streamed than to let people in my head. Yes.
I'm gonna go with live stream myself.
Elbow agrees with me by herself, man.
Y'all bugging.
Yeah. Reese says, read my mind.
Yeah.
So that means see what I'll read my mind. Okay. So watch what I do. He's not gonna. She said read my mind as in like read what I'm projecting.
We now hit that time, y'all.
No, read my mind. Is it read my thought bubble? Or you watching everything I'm doing?
What we saying?
No, but my readers is like,
oh my god,
you will have to figure me out by reading my mind. Right. Figure out what I'm doing.
Here's the thing. He thinks he's saying something different every time he just repeats himself.
No, man. You know, right? You know, right?
Oh, Desmond asked why.
Why? What? Oh, why? Okay.
No, why the answer?
Listen, for me, even if you see what I'm doing, you don't know why I'm doing it. So there's something left for me to keep of myself. Even if we watch a lot of people do stuff, but we don't know the reasons why. I'm thinking about think about going into a job negotiation and they see everything you're thinking, like, oh man, that question made me nervous, or oh shit, oh, I hope they don't.
Is that the thought that you're thinking about?
You know what I'm saying? Or no, but just, I think if you could read someone's mind, they would literally have nothing to themselves other than, because even how you feel sometimes comes out in your thoughts. So yeah, just live stream me, bro. We do that anyway. I'm used to it.
Right. I just got to say why I chose that, because it just makes obvious sense to me. I feel like if you can read my thoughts, or you know what I'm thinking, you can pick and choose whether you want to deal with me or not. You know what I mean? That, because I'm always going to be my authentic self. You know what I mean? I'm like, my thoughts do go all over the place, but if I know what you're thinking, I can look in D and be like, okay, he thinking about that too. Okay, do I want to deal with this Negro while he have these crazy thoughts? You know what I mean? So I'm like, no, I want you to know what I'm thinking so you can know whether you want to deal with me or not. So process of elimination. That's just my thoughts.
All right. BJ says, let them see what I'm thinking. So for me, it's very similar to Bel-Ami. I mean, I have my thoughts are my thoughts, and they can go in so many different places. And so I would say, yeah, just live stream me, because you're only going to see what I want you to see. And that's only what I do, not what I think.
I also, too, though, understand that a lot of the things that I may think may not be relevant or true, or maybe misguided, or just come from a place of not understanding. And if someone were to judge you based on everything you thought at every moment, like, that shit would suck for me, because I think of a lot of ill shit. And even I think about stuff when I'm arguing with Malika. Like, I'll be thinking about stuff, man. And
it has nothing to do with
it has nothing to do with what I'm going to do or what I know better. So, like, yeah, don't see my thoughts.
I want to see it all.
I don't.
It's exciting to me. I'm sorry, Sheree, what you about to say?
You're a saint, bro.
I was about to say that was convenient the way Elbow Greasy tipped out, but he tipped back in. So, would you like to go first, DJ Elbow Greasy?
Ladies first.
Okay. So the thing about thoughts and my thoughts are limitless. So they can really go anywhere. They can go anywhere, anytime. And, as for me, I can't always control my thoughts. I just got to walk through them and then let them go and then go with the next thing. So I don't want people to judge me on my thoughts, because, thoughts, sometimes they come from in, and I think sometimes they come from outside. So, I'd rather just, I think I would appear more normal, slightly more normal, if it was live stream, because I'd be doing mostly what other people do. Right. So there you go.
Also think about intellectual property. You have none, bro. You have all these great ideas. You couldn't invent nothing. It'd be a nigga right there stealing all.
Oh yeah, what you got? Okay, done. I'm just laughing at what Kadre said, though. I don't know why. My thoughts can range from how I'm going to create an art, how to find Jessica Rabbit. Why?
Not how to find her. It's how fine she is.
How to find.
All right, yo, I can't follow that, but I'm gonna say this. Anybody, RIP, we've mentioned RIP Black Rob, RIP Vartan Gregorian. Y'all know Vartan Gregorian? Dude.
Go ahead.
Man. So I was a kid. My mom had this Bill Moyers book. Bill Moyers, I think he's out of Texas. And he would interview people. And he's like one of the greatest interviewers of all time. It was like a book of ideas. It was like a one-on-one interview with like a astrophysicist. And I think Vartan at the time was the head of the New York Public Library. So this man who had this love, I love books. He has a love of books.
Yep, we know how much you love books.
Yeah.
Wasn't close.
And I think for me as a kid, reading all of these different ideas from all these different people helped me realize, like, it's okay for me to be different and to think differently. And I think this world would be a better place if we can all see what people thought and reflect on them, as opposed to like we're just being fed too much information about. We're just watching everybody, and we're like 227 with the popcorn. Like, oh shit, the nigga about to get shot. Like, we sick of that. Like, I think we need to really embrace and cherish, what people think, and to see the trajectory of their thinking too, right? And so I think it's more valuable to see people's thoughts, and that's always shaped me. So R.I.P. Vartan Gregorian, and
yeah, I love you, man. You
right
literally opened up, like you got the best hot takes. It's just...
Yo, Vartan was my dude, man. I was sad when I read about that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then Black Rob at the same time. So R.I.P. Vartan, man.
That's what's up.
Y'all should look him up. Dope dude, man.
That's why I like that.
This is what books do, people. All right, this is why you should read.
This is why you should read and keep the clothes.
All right.
I just want to highlight what Reese said. She said, "If I'm allowed of text to read, most will shy away from my enormous amount of thoughts or read it out of context anyway." So, yes. That out of context is the part that sucks.
So she's saying, read my text bubble.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I think she's there for it being interesting, though. She's there for the experience.
I want the experience.
Yeah, that's what's up.
All right, who's next?
You next.
I think it's you, bro.
Oh, that's me? How do I follow that one, bro? I got a light one. Super light. All right. What's more embarrassing? Someone calling you out for picking your boogers, or calling you out for a fart?
I'm gonna say fart.
What's more embarrassing?
You weren't supposed to
go. You're right.
Elbow grease is supposed to go first.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Or let me say, get called out for picking your nose, or get called out for farting.
Which is more embarrassing? I think he's on mute.
Yeah,
I'm clarifying my question. Get called out for farting in public, or get called out for picking your nose in public?
Is it me, right?
Like boogers, bro?
Yeah, it's on you. It is on you.
Not this one. Not one of these. No, I mean like boogers. Like, look who.
we were in the dressing room today with our dog, and our dog cut one. And the guy in the cutting room, the dressing room was like, "Oh, you need a size 12." No, that's fine. We didn't want to give him too close because we were like, clearly he's gonna think it was one of us. So yeah, man, God forbid is one of me. So I'll be so embarrassed.
Fart. Okay, I'm gonna go with boogers, man.
I'm gonna go with fart.
I'm gonna go with fart.
What you going, Bel-Ami?
Boogers.
I'm like, wait, this is your question.
Yeah, man. Don't call me out. I'm a fart. I know everybody does both. You need to. You gotta clean your nose out so you can breathe better.
Yeah. Boogers are just okay. Never mind. Can't talk about it.
But bro, the fart, man. That is so embarrassing, bro. Like that, you will forget somebody picked their nose that time, but you will not forget the feeling you had.
You literally explaining.
You just explained it.
Oh my man.
Yeah, that was.
We got Des said boogers.
All right.
He said digging for gold is a conscious decision always. Reese says farts. Kadre was like call out for picking nose or call out for farting. He says picking nose. You can't blame the fart on someone else. Oh, first of all, Bel-Ami has a really good fart story, and BJ Cable says fart. You're on mute. Oh, go do it again.
He's on mute again.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him unmute himself. Go ahead.
I do. I have a really good fart story.
I was thinking about that time. I was thinking about the time when we were around.
We're doing fart stories.
Those group of
we could do that all day.
Those group of guys.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And he went off on somebody because they.
I did, bro.
So what happened?
Here's the thing, bro.
I hate when niggas be farting.
Yes.
You know what I don't like, man.
All right, Cherie, can you back me up on this?
Cherie was there?
No. But what are spores? Can you explain spores?
Spores, they are a
When you sneeze, or
a seed form of fungus, really, right? Is that right?
or I'm talking like the particles and stuff that get sprayed out in the air. Would you call those spores, or just particle stuff that makes
Like
up
when you sneeze
a
in
fragrance or an odor? Like something is. What is happening when that scientifically? What is happening?
When you smell something, or just a sneeze?
Particularly a fart.
I don't know. Can I phone Bill Nye the Science Guy on this one?
Here's my thing.
I got you. I'm looking it up.
I just felt assaulted. I felt assaulted when we're in a room, a very small room, and it's like 20 men in there, and someone farts, and then it's like, oh, that was me. No, dude, fuck you. Like,
Okay, I'm pretty sure there's no spores in a fart. Let me just put that there.
Okay, cool, thank you. Well, there was something that got on me, and I don't like it. Whatever his gas bubble is, whatever. I felt like it did. I felt like it did. I let him know about himself. And they didn't do it anymore. They didn't do it again.
When you walk away, did it follow you?
It was stuck in my nose.
I'm gonna tell you what's in a fart.
Oh wow!
You have
on the Free Agents podcast. First of all, before you give us this wonderful information, I just like to urge you, wherever you are, whatever platform you're watching, make sure you put that subscribe button, hit that like button below as well, so more people can see what this content, this grade A fart content that we're bringing you guys on Saturday night.
Can I just say I completely agree with you, because I think farts are really personal. You know, that stuff was inside of you, and now someone else is breathing it in, and that's too much connectivity sometimes.
That's intimacy. That's a form of intimacy.
The silent ones.
It's the violation that you felt, right?
Called gaslighting.
And speaking of gaslighting, 20 to 90% of your gas is nitrogen, and then 0 to 50% is hydrogen, which is the flammable part. Carbon dioxide is 10 to 30%, oxygen is 0 to 10, and methane is 0 to 10, which is also flammable.
Well, here's my thing, right?
No sulfur?
There is no sulfur. There is
sulfur.
The flatus says flatus often stinks. There are several chemicals that contribute to the smell of flatus. Dimethyl sulfide is a sulfur compound that contributes to the smell.
So
Hydrogen sulfide, and methanethiol, which is a sulfur compound as well.
Yeah, the sulfur component is the one.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, right? It passes.
And feces.
It passes through your butt. Right. So it passes through your butt. So clearly, okay, I'm sorry if we're getting too deep. If you open ass fart, right, in a room, just like if you sneezed, there's going to be some tiny stuff that gets us some dust.
Yeah.
There's some dust that gets in there. So if it's passing through your boo-boo, there's some boo-boo dust on that fart.
Well, there's also bacteria. There's some bacteria.
Yeah, and so that's what's getting on me, or I feel like it's getting on me, or I'm going to tell you that it's getting on me because I don't deserve that. I don't. Anyway, we can move on to the next one.
All right. DJ Apple, you're up.
So you're passing to me?
No. You were up.
You didn't catch it. You didn't catch it.
He didn't. He's like, no.
Got it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, who's the better combination? And I know obviously where DJ Star's going. Mary J. Blige with Puffy, or Tina Marie with Rick James?
Oh, I'm next. I'm definitely going for Tina Marie and Rick James.
Okay.
Cherie. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
She's taking this like a scientist.
Let me go with Puffy and the other one, because to tell you the truth, I don't think I've heard the songs, either one of them.
You haven't heard what?
I haven't heard the duet, so I'm just gonna have
You've never heard Tina Marie with Rick James, is what you're saying?
Oh wait, tell me what's the name of the song?
You are my fire
and desire.
Okay, let's go with that one. I have heard that. My bad.
And it's so good, but not to mention like they've worked together.
Yeah, like they're producer,
artist. You know what I'm saying? So just in terms of like the relationship and what's come out of it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whether it's them duetting or whatever.
You ain't gotta ask me, so you already know the answer. Keep moving. But if you need me to hear it, if you need to hear say it.
Mary J and Puff.
Wow. Rick and Tina.
All day.
I thought everyone would say Rick and Tina.
No. I clearly you forgot about
except you.
My Life.
I think Rick and Tina made better music.
But you prefer.
We're explaining.
We're explaining
too much.
Okay, it's on me, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if you had the opportunity to switch your gender for one day, would you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it just one day? Yeah.
Do I get to keep all the money that I would get?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
If so, I won't have to rob the bank.
Oh my God. Yo, he just said that.
Oh God, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm changing one day. Come on, 20. You can do anything for one day.
I'm good, man. I'm fine where I am.
Wow. I thought that this one would be the most open to it.
No, B, I'm already, feminine in my own way, so I don't need to switch for the day. You know what I mean? So I'm good.
Ricky?
I'd do that switch for a day. Just out of curiosity, I would.
It's interesting how women are like,
as long as it's the right day.
Nope.
That says absolutely not. Reese says nope.
As long as it's the right day, I'm good.
Yeah, you can't pick that.
I didn't think about that one.
You can't pick that. That ain't your decision. Right. Yeah, I'm sure women would love to decide if they can have a right day or wrong day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Actually, what I would do is I would tell all my girlfriends to go watch this podcast on Saturday, and I would tell them, "Hey, listen, I love it. These guys are fine. You should and subscribe. You should." And
nice
I would tell my man to do that too. This is what you need to do. If you want me, this is what you need to do.
I like that. You're so creative. All right, Sheree, it's on you.
Sounds like an explanation too.
I got one. Since y'all threw a music one at me, here we go. DeBarge made the song "A Dream." So, which sample do you prefer? Do you prefer Blackstreet "Stay," or do you prefer "I Ain't Mad at You"?
That's a good one.
Good one. There's a new one that just came out too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But don't ask me her name, the artist's name. I think it's like Jasmine 9, T9, something like that. Anyway, I am going to go with You got your problems, baby, and I got mine. So let's just
Blackstreet. I know the LA nigga gonna pick Tupac.
Listen, man, someone drove by at a Harlem basketball game I was playing in, and that Blackstreet song came, and Negroes stopped and were dancing, screaming, and I was like, Yo, this is like one of the wackest fucking interpretations of a dream ever. I ain't mad at y'all. Fuck you out of here.
No, wait, DJ, let me ask you this. It's not explaining. Did they come out around the same year? Which one came out first? Was it Tupac?
Tupac came out first,
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, Tupac came out like 96, maybe.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Blackstreet probably came out like Don't Leave, it's like 98, 99.
99. Yeah. I'm definitely going Blackstreet.
This just sound like garbage. I don't know why I keep picking this shit.
Kadre said they both came out the same year.
96, September 96 was I Ain't Mad at You, and Don't Leave by Blackstreet was 97.
Oh shit!
Wow, look at that.
I'm off by a year. My bad.
Dope.
What you pick, Ree?
Oh, me? Oh no, Ree. Sorry.
Oh, no, Ricky, did you go?
Yeah,
I said Blackstreet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Blackstreet as well.
Yeah, that was definitely. Yeah. Come on.
I mean, I'm an R&B. I was an R&B dude, so
I'm the only one picking Tupac.
You the only one, bro. No,
literally, you the only one.
You're not.
What did Kadre say? You might have a friend in Kadre.
Please explain, because this don't make no damn sense.
You want me to explain?
I want anybody to explain why they over. I ain't mad at you.
Somebody got to ask for it. Ask for it, y'all.
What?
Listen, bro.
You used to holler at this. Come on, man.
Oh, here you go. Kadre said, I ain't mad at you. There you go.
There you go. You got a friend in him.
There you go.
Bel-Ami, look like you about to speak your piece, brother.
Oh, here we go. See, look at you. They burned it down.
All
there
day.
you go. I mean, I think you getting it out of them though, but it's okay.
What you mean?
What you mean? No.
When I hear the sample, I immediately think I Ain't Mad at You. So that's the song that resonates most with me. But I just side by side, I preferred the Blackstreet song.
Did someone say explain? Is that what we're doing?
Nah, we just doing it because
we just doing
DJ Elbow needs it. He needs it.
After you get to the 2.5 hour mark, all rules go out the window.
Oh,
I'm really heated.
I guess it.
I don't know what y'all are thinking.
Here. Well, okay, then let's switch it.
Was there even a video for Don't Leave?
Yes.
Yeah. With the House
it was
of Cards.
one of the hottest singles.
It don't matter.
That shit was bigger than No Diggity?
The video don't have nothing to do with the sample.
Asking, did you see the video for I Ain't Mad at You?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I saw the video. He predicted his death. Yes, we know.
It's a more impactful song. It's the one that lasts. It's going to last longer. I don't know if it will. Yeah, it will probably. Yes, because Pac lasts longer than any Blackstreet legacy.
Any of them.
Yeah.
There's like 4 different Blackstreets now.
Right.
So.
But what I'm saying is that song, bro, I think for me, and like that was around the time it's personal for me because that's when I can do this. I can do just what they did. And you know what I'm saying? And
it's easy. It's just simple.
This dude.
It felt that way.
I mean, now if you want to talk about easy and simple, that those rhymes that he was spitting in that song.
Don't do it.
Don't do that. 2.5 hour mark.
We have this revisionist history, and we want to believe Pac was as like this.
He wasn't a lyricist.
You're trying to tell me Tupac wasn't a lyricist? Oh my God!
Was he prolific lyrically? Prolific lyrically and lyricist is 2 different things.
He was a lyricist,
bro. He was a poet.
So let me ask you: do you both own boxing gloves? Because we might can settle this.
I mean, they saying Tupac ain't a lyricist. I mean, this is all puffy shit, man. You know
They are not saying that. Let's be clear. They are not saying that.
Oh, okay.
Star said that.
Hey, Cherie, how you doing?
Anyway, let's move on. Let's move along.
Hey, Cherie.
All right, Kadre had. We can wrap it up by bringing it full circle back to watermelon, red or yellow, and I'm gonna go with yellow.
Hold on. Since Kadre asked this one, let's just
bring him in.
Well,
yeah.
You got your headphones, bro?
Yeah.
You see how watermelon cools everything off?
It does.
You mean to tell me watermelon?
You know what?
Black Street.
That's what we need for the world. That's what we need for the world. We need
water. Everybody needs watermelon.
We need everybody to have a watermelon day where everybody go sit outside, eat watermelon. Like, who are you gonna? And if you have to hold the watermelon all day, because who you gonna fight with watermelon?
I'm mad at you right now.
You're not gonna fight with a watermelon. You're not gonna want to waste your watermelon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The only time I saw watermelon being used as a weapon was that movie The Heat with Melissa McCarthy. She was
used as a cannon.
Huh?
When did she use watermelon? She threw it.
She was chasing down Spoken Reasons because he played a drug dealer, and she picked up some watermelon and threw it at him.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So let me ask you, what do you all feel about Gallagher then?
I remember him.
Okay, smashing because he's smashing watermelon.
Gallagher's a waste. Yeah. He was wasting world harmony.
Yeah. He is.
Or was he spreading
he was refreshing his audience, right?
He was spreading it. He was spreading
it.
Yeah,
he was spreading. I almost forgot about Gallagher. Yeah. So your watermelon, the red or the yellow?
That's yellow.
Yeah, that's yellow.
I'm gonna go with yellow too. Although I think I've only had it once, but yellow.
I'm going with the red, man. Red watermelon.
Man,
only color watermelon is red, my brother. I'm sorry.
I've never had yellow, so I'm going with red.
Oh, brother.
I just explained it, didn't I? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What about you, Miss Cherie?
Oh, I said yellow.
Yellow.
Where you going for?
I'm going with the yellow.
It's refreshing.
Des is going for both of them.
I ain't never heard both of them spell like that. Both of them.
I thought you said buffoon. I was like, who are you calling a buffoon? Like yellow watermelon?
Yeah, I'm going with the yellow. I was introduced to the yellow watermelon back in 2001. Me, my sister, and my brother-in-law Glenn, we went to Palmer, Texas, and the studio engineer served us yellow watermelon. I had never had it before then, and then since then I was like, "Oh yeah."
Time out. Let me just Kadre. I want to preface this story. I want to lead into this story. I want you to tell that story over.
I'm a studio engineer black.
I'm gonna lead in. Hold on. Let me do the lead in. Please, thank you. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do the lead in.
Yeah.
And next you'll be hearing from a young man who is so impacted by the watermelon deep down in his colored soul that he is going to tell you a story about how he became one with the orange melon or yellow melon.
Yellow.
Kadre, go ahead, sir.
Yes. So it was back in 2001. Myself, my sister, and my brother-in-law, we were traveling to Palmer, Texas.
Bro, when did you become?
Where did you get an accent come from?
That was a baton. I saw it got passed. I saw it.
So yes, we were traveling to Palmer, Texas, getting some music mastered.
Kadre, pause. How can we get the flow of the story, bro? Listen, this is why I don't have any shame, bro. You take me to Italy, I'm smashing it because that thing speaks down to his soul. Kadre, you remember a lot. I get it. But just to remember the first time you tasted this watermelon, that is the
man. Yeah, because it was
the summer of 2001.
It was the 3rd of September.
Yeah, that day I will always remember.
That was
background music.
Kadre, I can remember the first time I had yellow watermelon too. You all right?
Yeah, because it's like it's kind of like well, no, I'm not gonna use that definition, but like it's coupled with us, taking a trip, going to the studio, being fed the particular watermelon, and plus like some of the stories that was told to us by the studio engineer.
Sounds like a moment. Sounds like a moment.
Yes,
you just named the podcast, Kadre. Good job.
Yellow melons.
Yes, yellow melons. The moment.
They called it yellow melon.
I remember the first time I had me some yellow melons.
Yeah.
With some mellow yellow.
And then there was another time, I think it was a folklore films screening, and Dr. V, he brought some yellow watermelon and served it to us. So yeah.
All right, we're gonna say, if you guys get yellow melon, if y'all get some yellow watermelon, then after this episode, then you owe us something. I mean, you need to share.
I want some right now. I need to know who's selling watermelon at the side of the road, and if they can guarantee it that it's yellow and not red right now.
You just gotta listen for the folk music.
Listen, them side of the road.
Stop it.
Yes. So yeah. And it's, I mean, as far as I know, it's kind of rare, maybe seasonal or something. But yeah, like if you see it,
vintage yellow.
So wait, if you thump it and it says they call me mellow yellow, you know you got the right one, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
I think anybody who works at an antique store is gonna know where you can find a watermelon on the side of the road. I feel like it's just hand in hand.
I need a midnight watermelon run right now.
Man. Oh, especially if it's cold. Oh my God.
I also feel like anybody who has a screen door they know where watermelon is too.
Wait. Is yellow watermelon good to go with fried chicken too? Or like what you having with yellow watermelon?
You haven't fried
You haven't grilled chicken.
Whatever.
Because it's that pinky up. It's a pinky up melon. Gotta get the grilled chicken.
I had it by itself.
I think at this point we need to get an endorsement deal from
yellow melon.
Yellow melon.
Has anybody ever put salt on watermelon? I don't care for it.
Oh, that would have been a good pick aside. How about this? Salt or sugar?
Nothing. Y'all put shit on your watermelon?
Nah, sugar.
Some people actually do put
on your grits.
Salt on
on grits.
On grits.
No, I just do pepper.
I'm hungry.
No salt. Okay.
I put sugar on grits.
Hot sauce is my salt.
Hot sauce,
Tabasco.
sugar. I can go.
Tabasco.
What about you, Elbow Greasy?
Shrimp, man. So it's gotta be some pepper. Yeah.
Pepper. Okay, Ricky. I slid one in, or we slid one in. Sorry.
I don't eat grits anymore.
When you did.
I mean, when I did, definitely had a side of watermelon. But
so watermelon with grits.
Have you ever dipped your watermelon in grits? It is life changing. You add some folk music to that, oh Lord, I tell you.
Yo, speaking of the watermelon, grilled watermelon, I heard it was supposed to be good.
I've had watermelon sushi.
No. I've had grilled pineapple, not watermelon. Though.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like it's supposed to have like a almost like a meaty, like a meaty kind of beefy taste.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do the same
roast
thing with
Roast beef.
There's no way you can
Roast
make
beef.
watermelon take like roast beef, and I'm still gonna want.
Well, you know what? Actually, you can make cauliflower.
They sell a dish that's supposed to be sushi, but it's watermelon.
Mm-hmm. You can make cauliflower taste like steak. The texture of it, if you cook it just right, it tastes just like steak.
Really? Yeah, but cauliflower is
That's not
It's not
watermelon, bro.
texture is different.
Speaking,
It's $2.45.
yeah, but speaking of steak, yo, I had a Wagyu truffle burger yesterday, which was amazing. I just wanted to say that. It was amazing.
You said a ragu truffle burger?
Wagyu beef and truffle.
What is that? Wagyu.
That sounds
It's like it's a aged, what's it got the marble? It's the marbling, right?
Yeah.
Wagyu.
One of the better cuts. I've had some Wagyu. We had some at Morimoto, and it definitely was $30 an ounce. Got
What?
4 ounces. Yep, 4 ounce piece, $120. And they gave it to us on like a hot stone, and it was sliced. We had to put it on the stone, so we had to cook it ourselves.
Oh wow!
Cook your $30 beef by yourself.
For $30, you better cook it and put it on a wagon. Get it?
All right. Well, we want to thank Kadre and
Oh man,
appreciate y'all. We are going to wrap this up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stick around if you want. We'll be doing like a recap once we wrap it up. But you don't have to stick around if you don't want to. But we would love to hear from you at the end of the show. Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, Rick.
What's happening, man?
We talked about so much today.
Yo, we did, man. Honestly, I want to do something a little different, man. I'm feeling it. I think everybody had some dope points today. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Before you get into it, though, I'm sorry. I just want to remind people wherever they are, make sure you follow, like, subscribe,
and share.
And we're gonna wrap it up with
yeah. I would like this if y'all okay with this, man, because I think everybody has some dope points today with every subject, everything we talked about. So if we can all, drop some gems on the way out, that'd be dope. So I'll just start off by saying, as you're trying to live this human experience, take the opportunity to look at both sides of the spectrum and pick and choose which side makes sense to you. Everything we're talking about is really deep, it's impactful, it's multiple points of view. I'm just saying, make it make sense to yourself. That's all I want you to do. Make it make sense to yourself.
Nice.
I'd like to say, listen, we talked about so much today. It was really, first of all, I felt just really good to be back with y'all, man. That 1 week is feels like forever. But know your limits, man. Set your limits. Determine what they're gonna be. Set them, and live accordingly. Like we're constantly inundated with information and suggestions about how we should think, act, and feel about certain things. Set your limits, and don't feel like you have to explain it. That's it.
Nice. So for me, something that you said, Ricky, really stuck with me, and this is the idea of becoming fearless. And it just goes back to even what I said earlier at the very beginning, which is getting out of my own head. And a lot of times it's just fear. It's either for fear of failing or fear of success. But this idea that fear paralyzes, and we can't, you can't keep submitting to fear. Face the fear and get over it and be fearless. Fearless.
That was crazy.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think this week with the closing of the George Floyd trial, potential jury verdict, I think we just need to learn how to be intentionally quiet sometimes. I think people are often wanting to know what is the reaction from the Black community. People are boarding up their stores and they're expecting for our reaction. But, I didn't see white folks looting stores when they lost the election. And what's his name, Trump won, they went in the back and used their political power and changed voting laws, and they're still doing it, right? And so I think if we learn how to be intentionally quiet and learn how to communicate with each other and know, and also if you're not involved, as Ricky was asking questions about some of these things, learn about history and things that have happened in the past and how these bills get made. So I think it's important for us to be intentionally quiet and not always show our emotion, whether it's anger or figuring out how we're going to change the world, but just, let's strategize and let's think of a better way in which we can impact, knowing that we're not going to be here forever. So how can we change the world knowing that our time is short-lived?
And with that note, I want to say this one thing, because you are right in sync with what I was going to say too. Because if you really want to understand like fear and then understand being awoke, look at it like this. Imagine going to sleep and never waking up. But then also imagine being asleep and all of a sudden realize you were awoke. And on that note, I'm done.
All right. And there you have it. Another great episode of the Free Agents Podcast. I mean, I'm like, you just blew me away. I almost lost the name of the darn podcast. But no, it's been great, y'all. We really appreciate everyone. As always, please keep liking, subscribing, and sharing. Please pass this on. We want to blow these numbers up, man. We want more people to be a part of this and this movement. We want more people to be able to speak more freely. And like Bel-Ami has said earlier, we are looking for a new home in terms of time and day. So if you have some suggestions, we've already got Sundays right now at 9:00 has been the big suggestion. So if that does not jive with you, please tell us another time. All right. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Keep being fearless. Keep learning how to be more free. See y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Wow, chicken chop, watermelon, watermelon. Free